We're live. Welcome, everybody. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. 250. Awesome, awesome. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to go through some stories. We're going to hang out, and we might go all night. It's possible. Uh, I was able to get like a little free membership on StreamYards. So, only after freaking like we got the franchise agreement done with is where like I'm actually able to stream more than 2 hours, which sucks because I would have gone like just in one round all day on that franchise agreement because that was brutal. It was brutal. But welcome back. Let's say hello to the chat. Savvy last $20 for my YouTube quota before it resets. Happy fourth, the last relic, and your community. Tap the shell. It's been tapped, dude. You're awesome, man. You if it doesn't go through, you don't have to send me the 2,000. That is insane. It's up to you, but thank you so much. Just uh, just knowing that you wanted to do that is humbling. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Coming in hot with the 20 already. Zesty House Mom, one of the greatest names. One of the greatest names. Oh, Savvy Turtle, you're always supporting people. That's so kind of you. Savvy, you're a good one. You're a good one. And Rick P. I just left Toy Bounty Hunter's last stream. Let Relic made a cameo. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Toy Bounty Hunters, some of the greatest guys I've gotten the pleasure to meet through this whole YouTube thing, through the Bricks and Minifigs debacle. It has been a ride. I actually today I filmed a little vlog that hopefully I'll be able to post it tomorrow morning. I gotta make sure the sound is all good so it's not like coming out of one ear, you know. But I went to my location. I went to the Bricks and Minifigs, explained where they parked the U-Haul, how they took out the sets. It's like I think it's gonna like only 3-4 minutes. It's chilling. And yeah, like it was my first vlog right after work. I was gonna do it during the day. It was at nighttime, but they left the lights on inside the place. Looks like there's construction, but the Bricks and Minifig sign is still up. It's still up. It's really stupid of them, but whatever, whatever. But yeah, Toy Bounty Hunters, they are doing some solid work. I actually just told, I think JC Live. I don't know if they have all the information, but JBC Live, she was asking if anybody had like the unredacted footage of something. I'm like, talk to Toy Bounty Hunters. If they don't have it, they might be able to get it for you. But yeah, again, I thank everybody for being in the chat. Happy 4th of July. What have you guys been doing on your 4th? I unfortunately had to work, and it was kind of BS, but whatever. It didn't make sense for me to go into work today. Like I did get out at like 9 something, but I was scheduled from 6 to 8, 2 hours. So pretty much I made enough to pay for the gas that I spent because I also drive an Expedition, and that's a gas guzzler, guys. Like that freaking, bro, that takes up a lot of gas. But like again, we're gonna go through a lot of stories today. Like when I owned Bricks and Minifigs in, I think it was coming up on the first year of ownership of Bricks and Minifigs. I was driving and one of my employees was next to me. Actually, Devin, the one that you guys saw. We were driving back to the store. I forget if we went to a card shop or we went to a um went to do something related to Bricks and Minifigs, looked at a collection or something like that. We were driving back and I was going like 15 miles an hour. Literally 15. And it was on a curve. Like so then we're going like that. And this dude out of nowhere with a motorcycle, like 50 miles an hour, just totals the car. Boom, hits me in the side. My arm burns from the acid from the airbags. So it's just burning, nothing melted off. But I look back and where my son usually sits, the car seat, he is it's like caved into where his head would be. So it freaked me out. I was able to drive that car for another couple of days. Luckily there's a bunch of people like that witnessed it. I got their numbers, all that stuff. And that's when I like thought we got a car like that we paid cash 7 grand for. It was okay. But I told my wife like we need a big car because that freaked me out. Like I want to be able to drive a tank. Okay, I want to be able to make sure that if somebody hits us, everybody in the car is gonna be fine. And so finally, not too long ago, we were able to buy an Expedition, a Ford Expedition 2017, and it is awesome. I feel very safe in that giant car. So even though it spends a ton of gas, I love it. I love it. And that guy tried to like get 19 different lawyers to sue me. And as soon as they saw, so one thing in Florida, like a lot of motorcycles don't have insurance, like and you sign something on your insurance that to make it cheaper, that if somebody doesn't have insurance, you don't go after them if they were driving a motorcycle. So unfortunately, I couldn't go after him, but he tried to come after me, but he didn't have insurance, and he tried to put the blame on me. And I was like, dude, like 10 other people saw you, and I have their numbers. That's crazy. But yeah, like I got like 19 different phone calls. Like after the sixth one, I was like, whatever, bro. I don't care. But yeah, they do drive up in a U-Haul. I don't think the plan is to save the store. You don't say. Well, here's the thing. Funny enough, one of the um one of the Bricks and Minifigs owners commented in one of my videos that I talked about that, like how they just took everything from the store. She said that they showed up with a bunch of product to her store saying that the loot store wanted to help out stores that had empty shelves. And I was like, what? Something along those lines. But yeah, I have to find that comment again. I've spent the day fixing a water leak under my house. Dude, Rick P, sorry about that, man. I'm sorry about that. That freaking sucks. So did you fix it? Are you good? Thug Lights, yo, what's good, Clark Kent? Dude, I'm chilling. Ugh. Got myself some Arizona watermelon, and I just drank the mango. You know what I miss? I miss the Sobe drinks that you could get at the gas station. I like, they went from the glass bottles to the plastic. Dude, those were the best drinks, man. But Arizona's all right. Just nowhere near as good as Sobe. Happy Independence Day to Memorial Rifle Range. Happy America, people. Happy birthday to America. Happy Independence Day. Sometimes I want to say Merry Independence Day. I don't know why. Yeah, look up Sobe drinks, Doug Light. I'll go if it's between the shingles and the floor. I can fix it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, here's one thing that's been great about this year. We got the World Cup, and I know America's not super keen on it. But the great thing about the World Cup this particular year, it looks like, especially on social media, there's so much positivity and people like celebrating the USA, celebrating just being together, and realizing that we're all pretty much the same type of people, and it's awesome. Like I think it was great to show that like it was always annoying to see people talk about immigration politics online, because I understand the good of of immigration and all that stuff, but nobody would ever point out how welcoming the U.S. is. Like the U.S. is very welcoming, and people have been able to show other countries here in the U.S. how great the U.S. is, with like little things like free refills, how good a burger is, stuff like that. And so I think there's a lot of positivity on the internet, and especially because of the World Cup. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. And Kiwi is here. Happy Independent Day, America. Watching from Australia. And Savvy Turtle is hopping over, and he is officially a member. I see the green. Thank you, Savvy Turtle. Aussie in the house. Good day, mate. Good, eh? You know what's funny? The first time I actually saw something, anything related to Australia was the movie Kangaroo Jack. I love that movie. I know it's not the greatest, but I freaking was like, dude, Australia looks sick, except for the snake stuff. But yeah, spent the day on the range, good times. Oh, that'd be considered a stereotype. Man, I wish I was on the range. I still need to go to a range. And like I said, today is a day for stories. A friend of mine, we were in Utah. By the way, one thing you guys got to know about people from Utah, Mormons, whatever, everybody there loves guns, loves camping, loves outdoors, loves freaking hunting like crazy. So everybody you know is going to have a gun. Everybody. And so I had this friend Josh. He had so many guns. He was ex-military, all that stuff. Or I think guy was into the military. I don't know. And he was married to a Brazilian, right? We met at church, and he was like, "I need you to take you guys out shooting." So, show up at his house 6 a.m. or maybe 5 a.m. And then we don't even go to a range. We just go to a mountain he likes to go to, and where he sets up targets. Cardboard, whatever. And he just brings all his guns, and we just start shooting. My wife, at the time, she was kind of against guns, but she loves shooting them. Right? Her tune has changed because we've had many conversations about how great guns are. And she grabbed, I don't know, she grabbed some sort of pistol, Glock, whatever. I forgive me for my limited knowledge on guns. She hit the target every time, like from a good distance. I think he was like 40 yards. I picked it up, didn't even hit anywhere near the target at all. She hit bullseye, and not the target, bullseye, every shot. And my friend just looked at me. He's like, "Dude, don't piss her off." And I was just like, "Damn, this little Korean lady, just getting the target every time." And I couldn't even hit the target. She got bullseye every time. That was crazy. But yeah, I need to get a gun. I need to get a lot of guns. But cool. Brandon F. Mitchell, BFM. Happy Independence Day. Peace. Live long and prosper. I need home on the range. Oh yeah, hit the like, folks. Relic in that backwards baseball cap reminds me of one of the kids from Sandlot, all grown up. Dude, okay, I have so many different celebrities that like people has either confused me for or asked me if has anybody ever tell you look like this guy? Depending on my hairstyle or how long it is, glasses on, glasses off, I've gotten, you look like Ferris Bueller, Joey Tribbiani from Friends, Sandlot stuff. Clark Kent's my favorite one by far, and Superman. What else have I gotten? I don't know. I don't know what else I've gotten. But yeah, you look like Superman to me. Thank you. Yes. Truth, justice, and the American way. A regular Annie Oakley. Yes, she is. We'll have the deer and the antelope and the coyotes and the elk and so many more. A lot of critters. The other day we saw a bunch of coyotes at night, like just crossing the furniture store. Here in freaking Florida, you just see animals everywhere. I had like a 15-foot alligator in my backyard just staring at me when I woke up. Well, yeah. Savvy, congrats, dude, from last night to today. There is no more StreamYard duck watermark. It's official. Yes. Hopefully I can make money and keep it up. Yo, thanks, Toy Bounty Hunter. Thank you. Yo, Relic, anyone see the Mythfits podcast about BAM scandal? Actually, I didn't. There's so much out there. Actually, today, I went to actually a church activity. It was just like a breakfast bike parade for the kids. And they did like eggs, bacon, donuts, whatever it was. And I was talking to somebody who's really into Legos. I forgot his name. Well, his wife was definitely into Legos and his kids. And we were talking, and I see them at church every Sunday. They, she teaches my son primary, and I was like, I don't know why you're so familiar. I have no idea why you're so familiar to me. And it's been 2 years since I like known this lady. And then we were talking about Bricks and Minifigs. I'm like, oh, you shop at Bricks and Minifigs? Oh yeah, that scandal. And then she was like, it's so sad that like I don't know why the one in Lutz closed down. I'm like, oh, did you know I own that one? And she started going nuts, and we started talking, and I was explaining about like the stuff I sent to Reckless Ben, and like when I was on the video and whatnot, and and then their kids were like, dude, and you play Halo? I'm like, heck yeah, I play Halo. I build Lego, I do all that stuff. But like we were discussing it, and so many people are on. She wasn't. Her and her husband were not on Bricks and Minifix side, but so many people on Bricks and Minifix side that you have no idea. They're just silent, and it's weird. But it was cool. It was cool to see somebody I knew, because I remember she always went to the store, and she's from the UK. She has a very much British accent, and she always bought bulk, and she was always super nice. Her and her kids are awesome. Talking the MythBusters talking about Reckless Ben. Sick. Coming in with the super sticker, 99 cents, my man Brandon F. Mitchell. And for Pink Queen, it's always good to see you. Yes, Superman. My first name is Laura A. And the first time I saw my name anywhere was Superman's real mom's name. Yeah, Laura Zorel. That is so awesome. Did your parents name you after Laura Zorel from the House of L? It's called. Wait, what? What's brainwashing? Zip. The MythBusters are talking Reckless Ben, and then you said brainwashing. I'm confused to what you're trying to let me know about. My favorite Halo was 3. I took the game so seriously like 15 years ago. Dude, I still take it seriously, man. What are you talking about? It's a game that you have to respect it. You have to respect it. Halo 3 is peak. And we did talk about that. Their favorite was Reach, but my favorite was Halo 3. Yeah. So I will have my little vlog. Best Halo was 2. I can't deny that opinion, because like 2 and 3 for me is like there was so much. I think a lot of people think Halo 2 was best, not only because it had the more maps, but there was so much added from Halo CE to Halo 2. And there was a good change at from Halo 2 to Halo 3, but it wasn't like there was added and things were expounded upon. Halo 3 was the end of Halo 2 and the conclusion from Halo CE through Halo 2. So it could be the best, but Halo 3 is also the best. Dr. Civago, and that's who you're named after. Did you ever try turning all the skulls on and beat it on normal? Do I look like a psychopath, dude? No. I'm not doing lasso, dude. That's crazy. Halo 2 was my game. I was hooked on Half-Life. Rick P. Like, here's the thing. I couldn't get into a whole lot of video games because I have a very addictive personality. on everything when it comes to business, when it comes to lore, when it comes to books, religion, whatever. It's like I study so much. Not that I know so much about stuff, but I really get myself into just spending so much time with it. So like I know so much about Halo, but I couldn't really get myself into like just I can't just pick up a video game. I can't because I'm gonna have to beat it. I'm gonna have to get all the achievements on it. I'm gonna have to go super hard on it, and it's just part of my personality. So I limit myself quite a bit. And I want to stay married. I want to make my family happy. I want to make sure, like, I will ruin my life over a new property, a new nerdy thing, a new game. That's what will happen. But yeah. And then we got High Seas Banditry. I listened to the Misfits, but not lately. If they covered Bam, then I will have to catch up and hear their take. Yeah, a lot like apparently a lot of people know him. I don't know. Only Halo I played was on the first shoot. Was on the first Xbox. I know I'm old. Hey, I have had the first Xbox. I had to sell it. May just be me, but over the years seems like playing on the hardened level was still too easy on games. Now it is. Now it is. Like unfortunately, every time I had to sell a console, it was always to get some money in my pocket for something else. So like because of the whole bricks and minifix situation, um, the obviously I was left with no money, whatever. When it came Christmas time, I'll have to tell you. We'll see if I'll tell you guys the story what happened at the restaurant. And now I'm back at the restaurant, but there was a time I had to leave the restaurant for a bit because there was a dude that was trying to bang everybody in there, and he was messing with my schedule. He's no longer there because he like tried to pay one of the waitresses like $1,500 to like suck him off or something or make out with him. I can't remember exactly what was it. So if anybody's worked in the restaurant business, that happens a lot. And he was a supervisor. It was crazy. But anyways, I had to sell my Nintendo 64 because I couldn't find anything in my house that I could sell. I was like, or that would be sold quickly. And I got $60 for my Nintendo 64 with 4 controllers. One of them was the Pikachu controller. But the good thing was I was able to buy my kids Christmas presents. I got my son a Iron Man toy from what I forgot what comic or what year. And then I got my daughter, I think, no, it wasn't Ariel. It was a princess. So it was good. And I went to Big Red's Vintage Toy Shop because they don't have like actually good action figures like around that often anymore. When I was a kid growing up, the toy aisles were loaded, absolutely loaded, and it was great because they had Wolverine, they had everything. But now it's just like bull crap that they got. But yeah, Tony, hey, I made it for one holy cow. Go Tony. Okay. Same obsessive compulsive disorder on something I'm interested in. Like this freaking Lego scandal has completely taken over my life. Tooken. At work, at home, while I'm eating. Oh, I'm crazy. Yes, you are. Imagine me, man. Like everybody assumes I know everything about the bricks and minifix situation. As in, I know a lot, but I can't watch every single video. So like, it's yeah, it's hard to keep up because there's so much out there. But yeah, God of War 4 or 5, ooh, whichever one with the red skin. N64 was one of the best consoles ever made. Yeah, and then someday when I make a lot of money, I'll buy another Nintendo 64. But I did keep Shadows of the Empire and Smash Bros. Those are the 2 games I kept for that 64. Here, the thing is with the 64, I bought all the adaptions at one point, but you just need the original TV. You need an old school TV that still works, or else it's not gonna look the same. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be whack. Relic, pull this live up in live right. What? Relic, pull this up in live right now. What are you talking about? Oh, NES and Contra N64 a second for me. Alright. You want to know the funny thing? Here's another story. Story time. I came to the U.S. right. Never really saw a video game. I don't know what video games are. My brother was always messing with me, even at a young age. And then he's like, "Dude, we gotta get video. Like, we gotta convince mom and dad to buy a video game for us. To buy, something." My aunt eventually bought us the Nintendo 64. I'm like, "What the freak is a video game?" She bought it for Christmas, and my brother was like, "Dude, we could use the TV and play with characters on the TV, like the cartoons we see, like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. We could move the characters and make them do what we want." And I'm like, "Dude, you've tricked me so many times in my life. You're not gonna get me with this one. That's insane. We can't move stuff on a TV. Like you're nuts, man." And then all my like American friends, it's one of the reasons I didn't want to learn English is because I loved playing outside. They all had a TV and video games in their room. And I was like, "What? Like there's no way." And then I found out what a video game was. And we got the Nintendo 64 with two controllers. And we only played games that we could play with two people. So we got GoldenEye 007. We did have some one-player games. We got Smash Bros, Mario Kart, stuff like that. But then we had Pokemon, and man, I forgot what else. Trip BBBB. Hey, buddy. Uh. Okay, wait. Get Relic to pull this up right now. Pull what up, bro? What are you talking about? The comment was on a live stream today. I watched it. Oh, just obsessed with the hit with this story as me. Cool. Well, you got today. We're chilling. If you guys want to talk about bricks and minifigs, we could talk about. If you want to talk about games, I'm gonna tell stories as they come to me. But if you guys got questions, I'll answer them. Whether it pertains to my life, to bricks and minifigs, to just Independence Day, which I have some America stories that you guys will all appreciate about the time when my family and I got deported, and how we got back, and it was all done legally, and we did it properly, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, any questions, things you want to hear? My favorite N64 game was GoldenEye multiplayer. Yes, it was freaking awesome when the blood just dripped down, and just the music, man. You just leave it on the main menu screen and then you vibing. But I'm curious. Zip, what do you want me to pull up? Pull what up? Yeah. Yo, Rick in the house. Hey. The Mythfits podcast. Like, do you want me to react to it? My computer can't handle too much. I don't know if I could actually pull it up. Do I play COD Zombies? I used to. I was heavily into Modern Warfare 2. Then I got into Black Ops. I suck. Like Modern Warfare, I would come online and get on the mic and apologize immediately to my team. Like if I'm on your team, we're gonna lose. And then I would hear nothing for the next 20 minutes, calling me a bundle of British cigarette and the N word with a hard R for like 20 minutes straight. That's pretty much how it happened. In every single Call of Duty uh interaction I had. So, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. I like this live stream. I love personal connections with people. It's something you can't get with big channels. Yeah, like, well, here's the thing. I understand big channels like only reading super chats and things like that because there's so many people in the chat and just it goes like you can't even stop it. That's why they have like other producers and stuff. Like even some smaller YouTubers that you wouldn't like. For instance, Lus has like a bunch of producers on his YouTube. Like, and he pays them all. Like, that's great. But yeah, like I get it when you get bigger and then you get like 1,000 people in the chat. You can't. The amount of time it takes to read and talk and stuff like that. Eventually, you got to be like, all right, like either if you're a member, the green name, I'll read the, like, you gotta get your parameters straight. Like, I'll read your text, I'll look over, but and, like, I think everybody's able to see. So like when the chat starts pulling up, if there was something funny, like, you keep track of it, and so then you kind of condense it as a creator, from what I can tell. If like multiple people are asking the same thing, you kind of just condense it in your head and then answer it. Thanks for all your interviews and time given to the BAM story. Coming with $2, High Seas Banditry. I sold the High Seas on that Supergirl movie. That was sucked. But, no problem. There will be more interviews coming in the future. Be prepared. And I think it will be on this channel. And maybe some other channels that I will shout out later. How old were you when you first came to America? I was 4. I was 4 years old. I started learning English when I was around 8. 8 years old. But I wasn't super... Didn't like it too much. I don't know if you heard my story about asking for a knife. In Portuguese, the word is faca. And I asked the lunch lady to faca me. And it didn't go over well. Then my mom beat me when I got home because I made her pick me up or come to the principal's office. And then I got beat at home. And then she was like, now you're going to learn English. Like, we still spoke only Portuguese at home. But that was the day that I had to start learning English. Yeah, I remember selling stuff to buy my kids Christmas presents. Yeah, Tony, it's real. It's real. But it's so worth it when you see them open it on Christmas Day. It's the best. How do you highlight my call sign in your post? I can't figure that out. Call of Duty. Savvy, my man. Call of Duty World War II was my favorite, and Batman, whatever it was, a couple years ago for the Xbox, where you have to play the whole city. And did you ever play the Bat? Remember back in the day where there was video games after a movie launched, you can buy the game to that movie. The Batman Begins, the Christian Bale movie, Batman Begins video game for the Xbox. Don't know why nobody talks about it. I loved that game. I thought it was super fun. Thought it was extremely entertaining. Yeah, and the first Call of Duty game I ever played, because my brother bought it, and it was awesome, and I don't know why people hate on it, is Big Red 1. Call of Duty Big Red 1. Love that game. I mean, since this scandal started, less anyone posting about this story, IV3 watched LOL through Australian people covering this. Funny enough, when I was trying to figure out a good game plan for Bricks and Minifigs before I even got into it, I was watching people's interviews, and there's this one guy in Australia who has his own Lego store, but it was like small, but he had like really great items, and he had this whole interview, and I like took a lot of like his ideas that he was giving out on how to build up in the community and stuff like that. So Australia, pretty big Lego collecting community in Australia. I hear a lot of people stop you at customs when there's like Lego sets in your bag when you buy them from other countries over there in Australia. It's correct. All right. I found family FR7 files. She was last night at Relic had 53 watching at 2:30 a.m. Yes, I did, and it was awesome. And sucked at the same time because I hate reading that franchise agreement, and I'm so happy it's over. But now I'll condense it to a playlist, so anybody who wants to like pick details out the franchise agreement, you can go over and see it, because I put every single page on it, so you could pause. Yeah, and dissect it if you want to. And it's like Ninja Turtles for NES cartoons were created on Saturdays to promote the arcade games. Yes. And I love TMNT. I don't type. You're good. You're good. Yes, last Radic was reading chapter 157 of War and Peace. Yeah. Saul in Exile is now in the chat. Hey, Relic and everyone, what is up? I just finished Sheldon's new video. Dude's Bam is making fun of Brian. Are you serious? How? What are you talking about? You're on episode 3, man. Good luck, Brandon. I try to make it as entertaining as I can, but yeah, highlight someone's name either. I don't know. Tony Relic. Hope mom is doing good. She actually is. I should probably call her. Like I don't even know what they did today, because I had to work. Her mom's doing good. She's out of the emergency room. She's not out of the woods yet. She does need to freaking what's it called? Get her health in order. We gotta get her to lose weight. So I have to make a new schedule because I used to bodybuild. I had a pretty decent size. Now, like because of stress, dude, I used to train her. I'm gonna start training her at 5 a.m. again. So I have to really, my time management skills need to get in there. So I won't be doing a whole lot of night streams in the near future, unless I actually do find a way to make this my main source of income. I need to make like, my wife's a stay-at-home mom. I got 3 kids. I need to make like at least 6,000 a month somehow, 6, 7,000, something like that. So I've been applying to like to have 2 to 3 jobs, but I'll still be able to do, even with 3 jobs, I'll still be able to do live streaming like at least 4 or 5 times a week. I'm trying to do as much as possible, and making videos, and I'm learning. I'm learning. I need to be more efficient. But what was I gonna say? I had a story about. Okay, let's see. Working out, my mom, 5 a.m. I had a story, but I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's see. Yes, Bam is making fun of Brian. Sheldon, really? Dude, okay, hold up, hold up. Sheldon just posted it on YouTube. Ooh, let me. Okay, all right. Let me see. You guys tell me if it lags. Okay, cause maybe we'll be able to react to it live. Let me see what's up. And I do not have ad blocker, so you guys are going to have to suffer. Okay. Inside main niche life communities. Let me see what's up. Da-da-da-da. Actually, if I share screen. Okay, hold up. So, no. Hopefully, the audio will also be picked up. Son of a gun. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. You guys let me know if you can't hear the audio. It's lagging. It's lagging hard. Aura's here. Oh, what's up? No audio. Freaking A. How do I share audio? Well, Yeah, I can let it upload for a minute, but I don't know how to share the audio. Aura, how can I share this audio? You know this better than I do. I don't think. Somebody help me again. At least, you guys are on the journey with me. You guys, are you still using StreamYards? Yes, I am. Hold mic to monitor. Are you for real? Yes, I'm using StreamYards. Just share screen in StreamYards and turn on the audio. I did. So do I? Okay, hold up, hold up. Oh. Okay. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Present share screen. Select the Chrome tab option. Check the share tab audio box. Select your video tab. None of that made sense to me. Um, Audio. Nope. I'm using Safari though. I don't know if I'm. Hold up. Hold up. F it. We'll have to watch this another time because it's already lagging super hard. Close window. It's already lagging hard, and I'm gonna do that another time. I'll watch it. Maybe I'll react to it. Maybe I'll do whatever. Yeah, I have a freaking MacBook, but in the near future, I will not. Okay. So yeah, ask from was good idea. Oh wow, it's a good thing you popped in. It's a learning curve, people. Yeah, dude, trust me. Me and technology, it ain't good. It ain't good. But I'll have to check it out. I'll have to see what system you're getting. Funny enough, I don't know. Some, I'll say this: great friends that I have met through this whole ordeal were, I don't know if they want me saying their name, so I won't, but they were so generous. They're sending me a PC, and I'm like through the moon. It will be here on Tuesday, I believe. And hopefully I could get it set up because I also need to find a way to connect to the router. I'm using Wi-Fi. The router is in the living room and I'm in the garage. So that's the other issue that I'm gonna face. And you're the first person I've ever met that beat that game. I've seen people beat it online, but never met someone to have beaten it. Which game? Which game? Was it Savvy? Talking about zombies? But yeah, sorry to blue ball you guys. We ain't gonna watch it here, not right now. But I'm pretty sure I made you guys curious enough. If you guys do want to go hop over and come back, up to you. But anyways, do I have solid internet? The answer to that is no. As you saw the lag. Yeah, deserve good things to happen to you. No, yeah, thank you. Except for good internet. Seems like we need to raise money for Starlink for you. Is Starlink the Asmongold company, or is that Starforge or something? I don't know too much about PCs. Like when I play video games on stream, I actually have my second Xbox that I just put here and install everything. But yeah, so Elon. What about Elon? Tony coming in with the $2, hitting it and quitting it. What about Elon Musk? Oh, the Starlink thing, is that the Neuralink stuff? Starlink, does he have a computer, PC, or internet? Oh, is a satellite internet, Elon Musk. Awesome. You see how stupid I am? How out of the loop I am? Yeah. Again, I know it's over now, but happy Independence Day, everyone. I hope everybody got to watch fireworks, roast some barbecue, you know, with the family and all that. But yeah, yeah, like the so when uh savvy. So now you're just a busy family man. So I never got Twitter until I think it was the first interview with Echo Base. A lot of people were saying like, "Oh, you should make a Twitter for your." No, maybe it was before that. I made a Twitter, but I wasn't really on it, or X or whatever you want to call it. So I did. I was super out of the loop. A lot of people. Sorry for the lag. Apparently, I'm lagging hard. Hold up. What's up? To me, everything looks great, but yeah. I was out of the loop and I said something about like, oh, Elon Musk saved Twitter, and a bunch of people got pissed, like really pissed. So I was like, he didn't save Twitter. He made it worse or did this. I'm like, he just made it bad in a different way. I was like, okay, okay, my bad. All right, damn. I'm like, I didn't know, because I pointed that out with like saving Star Wars. Like, it would have to be an Elon Musk situation where they came in, fired all the retards that were a part of this, and then bam. And by the way, where is she? Where is she? For Pink Queen, are you still here in the chat? Just want to see how you're doing. You know, from the things you mentioned last time. I just want to see how you're doing. Always happy when you're here. No, still here, Tony. Starlink is a SpaceX Elon corporation. Yes, you pay monthly. Totally appreciate your channel, dude. Hey, like that's the thing. That's the one thing I was scared of. Like, okay, I get all this attention, all these subscribers, you guys coming in here, finding, two hearts, two pink hearts, sweet, you're here. Um, I was like, well, is this gonna be sustainable? Because obviously, people are gonna come here for the bricks and minifigs content. So I was like, maybe my content won't be good enough to keep people here. Like, it won't be entertaining enough, or what, they won't like my personality because I'm very outspoken. When it comes to business, I could turn on my customer service voice. There's no slang involved. Very professional. But on YouTube, I'm like, I'm gonna let loose. I'm gonna enjoy my time and have some fun. And yeah, not a lot of people like that. But I'm glad that there is a lot of people who do stick around. And I thank you guys. If you guys are liking my content, that's great. I really want to make sure I make good content for you guys, and good content that I like. I enjoy doing. Talking about movies, talking about, state of Hollywood, talking about the positive things in life and whatnot, and also crapping on bricks and minifigs because they suck. 20 of Independence Day, and I still have all my fingers. What? Oh. You're shadow banned, dude. And all my socials, almost except for YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, because I went after them and they settled. But takes a lot out of you. So believe me. Oh man, Savvy, what is it like? Are you? I did check out your channel. I saw that you had like 10,000 or 8,000 subscribers or so, and you were kind of doing music, I believe. But are you actively doing something else, like on Patreon or something like that? Because I noticed that you didn't post a whole lot, um, or it's been a while since you posted on YouTube. I haven't been bucked since Elon bought it. Sick. Didn't do a lot of us, but there are still the rest of us left. Pricks and mini dick sucks. Yeah. And Rick P coming in with a 10. You just be you. People will follow you because you're humble and genuine. Thank you. I plan to stay that way. But yeah, I'd like to hear more about the deportation. And God, you and your family got back here. Okay, I'll tell you guys the story. So I'll keep this up. So, like I have a very different perspective on the immigration policy because I do have friends, people that I know that are illegal, great people, but regardless, it is illegal, and you shouldn't do anything illegal, right? Stealing is illegal. Living certain places might be illegal. Whatever. Okay, we came here. Sorry if it's freaking lagging, man. My internet is dookie. But we came here to the U.S. when I was, what was it, 1999, something like that. And the plan was for my dad to go to college and get his MBA, and then go back. Like I think he would only have like 4 years and then go back. Well, we had this lady. She was our lawyer, and she pretty much just said, "Hey, you're already here." And at the time when you came here on a student visa, you already got your worker's permit and a social security. So that's great. And then with how the U.S. plays is like as soon as you turn 18, you're no longer under your parents. You're an official adult in the eyes of the government, right? So that happened, and I'll explain more. But I think it was almost 4 years into it. The lady that was our lawyer stole all our money and went to Texas. She fled to Texas. And from what I understand, and I might not be 100% correct on this, it looked like we were not paying taxes or something because of the money that was stolen, or not paying fees to the government about the green card process. Okay. And at this time, you got to remember 9/11 happened. 9/11 happens, immigration becomes super, super strict. Congress keeps moving a bunch of stuff around. Okay. Fast forward to when I'm about like 16, 15, 16 years old. My brother's turning, I turned 16 years old. My brother turns 18. Okay. He's graduating high school. He needs to work. He needs to go to college. He needs to do whatever. He can't because we don't have green cards yet. My dad still has working visa, all that stuff. So he was able to work here. It was all legal. And we sent him back to Brazil first. So when he was 18, he went to go live with my grandma, right? Because we don't want that to affect anything. But we also did the hard choice of like, all right, like this, my brother Vladimir, he's not going to be just chilling, you know, and doing nothing for like a few years or however long this is gonna take. So then he kind of like started a life back in Brazil again. We're talking to the lawyer. What are our options? And obviously, my mom misses my brother a whole lot. My dad misses my brother a whole lot. We miss my older brother a whole lot. The the lawyer was like, "All right, well, I tried multiple things, but they said you guys have to present yourself to the Senate, to the American Embassy in Brazil, and that's where you'll do the interview." And they're like, "Cool." And my dad asked her, "Okay, so in your experience, how many people have you seen go back to their home country, do the immigration interview over there to get the green card accepted, present themselves to the Senate in American soil in their home country, and have come back?" And she's like, "I don't know, because you guys will be the first. No one's brave enough to go." And we were freaking out, right? My parents were freaking out. I was like, I'm 16. I was like, I'm chilling, you know. We go there. We go back to Brazil. We're living in Florianopolis. Okay, we're there a few months, and then we have to go to Rio. We fly to Rio, and this is the deportation part. We fly to Rio. We present ourselves, do the immigration interview, and the guy also is Brazilian, and he denies us. "You're not getting a green card. You're officially deported. You never can step foot into the country, into the United States of America." So we're like, "Holy crap!" Luckily my mom packed everything, but like we were renting the place. He still had his job here, so we were getting paid the dollar, and it helped us a ton because the the Brazilian real was, I think it was like $6 to the American dollar. So we were making good money. But obviously, we can't, my dad can't be employed in an American company, American based company, and work in Brazil or something to along those lines. He probably could have, but yeah. So my dad kept fighting, right? It's like there's no reason for us to not get the green card or go back because my youngest sister, she was born in the U.S. She's American. We always paid our taxes on time. We have never committed any criminal acts. We are like we are good people, right? So he kept fighting, fighting. Finally found a way. No, he didn't. They don't have to give you a reason why they deny it. They just can say like we deny you, and they could give you a reason simply like, oh, you failed this, or oh, like there's no good reason for you to be in the country. You don't really contribute to the U.S. Or they could play those games. They could go along those lines. And again, it's not the president. It's mainly Congress and how they set things up. Um, but yeah, like I remember we didn't. There wasn't a really good reason at all. So that's one of the reasons my dad fought it and knew he could win. And it took like several months after that. And then the other thing was that put us in a financial bind was like, all right, you guys can come back, but we were already trying to start our lives there. I was like planning to go to school when the summer was over, and or it wasn't even like summer. It was summer for me because of my life here in the U.S., but it wasn't summer in Brazil. It was like it was August time. But I was like, all right, maybe I could start school, but I have to be a year behind, whatever. So we're trying to figure things out, and then we get a call that finally like, okay, you guys, we're approving your green card, but you have to be back in the U.S. in a matter of a week. And again, it's expensive to buy a flight to go back within a week's time. I think it's like $1,000 or $1,100 per person, one way. And so, and we go back to the U.S., but we didn't even travel when we had the green card. We did not step foot outside the U.S. Too scared. I don't think in all the time I had a green card until I got married. No, I think I was a citizen at that time. Um, yeah, like I never traveled. We didn't even take planes. We would drive road trips to California, to Las Vegas, to Washington. Um, yeah, like we weren't gonna freaking risk anything. So then I got my citizenship, and actually my wife just became a citizen this year. So boom, that's awesome. Yeah, so that's the story of the deportation. It's not like there's multiple different types of deportation. It isn't like ICE coming down your house and boom, get out of here, and putting you in a van. No, there's like sometimes, unfortunately, because of so many illegals, like immigration becomes way more strict, and it becomes harder for people who are doing it the right way to become legal or official. In the United States to obtain a green card or become a citizen. So that's where it's like it's a weird relationship I have, right? Because you think about the people that you connect with that are good people and are here illegally, and you're like, man, I wish you got a green card or whatever. And one of my best friends, his dad will always point out, dude, we should just like all these people that are here illegally, but they're paying taxes, they're opening businesses. We should get the drugged homeless people and then just switch socials, deport those guys, and keep these great dudes that are here illegally but are doing a great job for society or whatever. And I'm like, hey, you might be onto something. I don't know, but yeah, it was crazy. But I'm back. And I have citizenship, and we are good. And that's why I want a gun. Because I don't think I could call myself a full blown citizen until I get a gun. I think that's something I definitely need to obtain. It's live. Just tap the shell and keep going. Yeah. Wins for Turtle. Last relic. You remind me of the Texas Hold'em player. Of a Texas Hold'em player or the like? Who you talking about? Talking about Willis. I don't need to rely on any other platforms. So you have your own business savvy? Is that it? Is that what we're talking about? Not support anyone who uses that stuff, but for me, no. For me, my day, I have thought about it in decades. So thanks, Trip. Trip. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But yeah. Anyways, you kick butt. Love your origin story. Oh, thank you. I have a lot of details to my origin story, man. Yeah. It's a man. I and you guys will see. I don't know if you guys watched my previous video. A lot of people on YouTube have told me that I'm the opposite of like how things work because to me I feel better doing live streams, more authentic, and on making a video I get so flustered like I'm trying to speak the right way or say the right things and I'm like I wish I could just do this live. Where everybody else apparently is like they rather do the video because they can correct it and edit and like keep taking multiple takes, but they have a trouble doing live because they don't want to trip up. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I've always been weird. Is it because it's lagging? Is that why? The streams now are different than your first few streams. They flow really nicely now. Yeah. Well, it's all like trial and error stuff. The thing is like in the beginning, I don't even think I have the first actual few streams up. Like if you saw the first few streams, it was just me and one of my Bricks and Minifigs employees, and we were just talking about movies and whatever else we want to talk about, medieval stuff, Game of Thrones, that kind of stuff. You know, Antonio Esfandieri from the 2000s World Series of Poker days. Oh. Let me look this brother up, and I'll be pissed if he's some sort of ugly bastard. Okay. Antonio. Esfandiari. I take offense. I take offense. But this motivates me to dude, I got to get back to my bodybuilding days and actually work out and get big because I also see it. Not into dudes, but you kick his butt. What are you talking about? He's a skinnier version of me. You're not into savvy. What are you talking about? You trying to confess something here? Yeah. The man, and it's I have to eat way more calories. I think I have to start eating 4,200 calories and like actual eat them. I don't substitute it with protein shakes or anything like that because eating does help you build. Like the act of eating will help you build muscle as you're in the gym, as you're doing the right things, and sleeping and water intake, all that stuff. But that's what kind of changes your face structure is the chewing. Where you see like people they get like nice jawline, but then really thick muscles here. And sometimes it is genetic that there's an increase, or it could be human growth hormone. But yeah, I need to get bigger. I need to get bigger. Man, I don't think Antonio has worked out a hard day in his life. Yeah, I'm saying you are like his younger self. I still take offense. That was one ugly bastard, man. But it's fine. It's fine. I see it. If I could see it, I acknowledge that I'm not as good looking as it should be right now. Let me see if I could show you guys a picture of when I was a dense loaf. I think I only have like videos and a picture like my back facing. Yeah. Here, hold up, hold up. Let me see if you guys can this that's how big I was. I was like me at 200 or something. I need to get back to that size. My wife was taking a picture of me as I was loading my protein shakes. To take offense, it would be me saying you look like Phil Crybaby Hellmouth. Durr is good. My favorite is Daniel Brunson. Okay. Unabomber hoodie. That's cool. Don't know what you're talking about. But nah, like I don't actually take offense. I'm not some sort of, sensitive fairy. But yeah, like I wanted to tell. Oh man, I don't know if I said it on stream or I was talking to, like, if Or's still in the chat, he definitely knows the story. I was working at GNC before I owned a Bricks and Minifigs. One of the reasons why I felt very confident in owning a Bricks and Minifigs was because I was a very good manager at GNC, and one of my jobs at GNC was to take a store that was in the red and put it back into the black and retrain and hire a new manager, train them, and train an entire staff and like just give them the store, right? And then I move on to the next store, or they'd help me fix it up. Is BAM Tampa still open? BAM, there's a Bricks and Minifigs in Brandon. There's a Bricks and Minifigs in Clearwater and St. Pete and Orlando. There is none in the Tampa area other than Brandon. Mine was in Lutz, Wesley Chapel, Orlando Lakes area, right? Again, also above Tampa. But I was working at GNC and I was working at a mall. You know the mall where like the store's facing out, and so like it's the cage that you have to bring down to lock it up. Those it was a mall that had, it was a store that had that, right? I was working and I see a Mexican dude. Again, not gang colors, but definitely a hoodlum. And then I see a Puerto Rican dude, also a hoodlum. They are crossing paths and they make eye contact. And I am stocking the fridge with energy drinks and whatnot. And I catch it, and like, here's the gate, like literally right here in my arm, and they're maybe 10 yards away. And I'm like looking at them. And then these fools just start stabbing each other. They just go bah, 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 exchanging, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh no. And so then I grab the hook to get the cage down as slowly and quietly as possible, because I'm just facing them. If they just turn around, like they could jump or throw a knife at me, and I'll get hit. And I go down and I lock it, and I'm just like, oh. And I go turn off the lights, and then from what the security told me, that like the cops showed up, right, and they both like went bolting on different. They got out of the mall. And they got to different sides, picked different roads. Apparently, both of them got away at least a mile distance before the cops actually caught up to them, because they were bleeding so much. And then, bam, like, got them. And I was like, holy freaking crap. And then at the same mall, I was supposed to have a meeting with my boss, one of the regional sales directors, that he was like all in the, he covered, I think, practically at least half the state of Utah, or maybe the whole state. I don't know. And I'm like, dude, he's an hour late to our meeting. Hour and a half, 2 hours. And then he walks in, all like, not distraught, but he's like, freak, this, we're going to have a quick meeting, but I'm going to go home. I'm like, why? What happened? Some he was in the parking lot and he was on his computer before our meeting and he was on time. And then he just looks up and this dude is trying to get in. And then like 30 cops surround with him with shotguns. Apparently he's been like trying to drive away from the cops for like an hour. And he just stopped where, and it was an empty parking lot other than the car that my boss was in. And he just, just had guns pointed at him for like an hour and a half or something. And I'm like, shoot. And then they had to interrogate him and all this stuff. So that mall sucked. Yeah. But Zip, hey, thanks for being here. Wait, somebody say later, Zip. So Zip, just goodbye. But it was fun to watch. Phil did that stuff on purpose. What are you guys talking about? Like, Cholos, bro, let me tell you. Yeah, Aura. Aura, I sent you if you want to hop on, let me know. I sent you a link. And I don't know if it was on Instagram or X. You let me know. If you want to come here and just chill. See his green turtle in chat. I'm out. I'll be back, folks. All right, Zip. Laters. That I think he is 90% himself. Night Zippy. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. It's life, dude. Zesty, it is life. Zesty house mom. I love your name. I can't tell if that means you're a lesbian or it means you're whimsical. Crybaby, you got to watch the early days with Speed. Relic Crybaby will hurt your ribs. Are you calling me a crybaby or is somebody called Crybaby? I don't know what you're talking about. But if there's something funny, I wanna watch. No, when Fold'em never court your money. Yeah, I don't gamble, so don't know what you guys are talking about. But anyways, back to the stream. So yeah, one cool thing. So I was telling him like, this is how you make it on YouTube, right? In my opinion, in my story, it's like you do live streams, you make your videos as much as you can. You build up for 2 years, you get 100 subscribers, and then you have to get absolutely annihilated financially and business wise, where they leave you anywhere between $500,000 to $1.2 million in debt, and then you have the entire Lego YouTuber community not talk about bricks and minifigs in a negative light at all, other than their own little experiences. And then you have to have Reckless Ben expose them. You have to be a part of it, and then you're gonna get some traction. That's how you make it on YouTube. But yeah, how's your work with this situation? You're going on YouTube and all. Do they care at all? I don't advertise to anybody that I'm on YouTube. There was a few people that I work with that were like, man, did you see, like, they knew I had a Lego store. They didn't know I had bricks and minifigs. And you see the scan, I'm like, yeah, man, I saw the scan. It was crazy. And then I told one of them, and it was like, nah, there's no way. And then one of them already saw me on the Reckless Ben video of his American Fork Police Department response to them. So then they were like, dude, like, I saw you. I didn't know you owned a bricks and minifigs. I'm like, yeah. So, like, none of my supervisors know or my boss. So I think we're good there. The only thing that's one of the great blessings of YouTube is that I got monetized. I'm not making any life changing money or any money that I could be like, I can what's it called? I could support my family on this yet. Obviously I want to get there. That would be great because then I could do this like 24/7, and I would treat it just like a business. I'll be on stream 8 hours a day, just like a 9 to 5. But my hours were cut as soon as I got monetized, and that was like one of the real like blessings. Like, I'm like, shoot, like I didn't know my hours were gonna get cut, and so I'm making a little bit more money than I was making before. But if I had my hours, I'd be making pretty decent, pretty happy. I'd be happy, nothing crazy, but I'd be able to pay my bills on time and everything. I'm on time. It's just every week I don't know if I'm gonna be on time. But yeah, that was the weird thing that happened is like All of a sudden, no more. I wasn't. What's it called? I wasn't having the hours I needed. Like, what sucks? Like at the restaurant, I think I've only been hitting like before, way before. I used to hit like 80 hours. Now I'm hitting like 16 on a week. I would hit 80 hours to 100 hours in a week. Average like 80, and the average was 87 hours a week. But yeah, like it's weird and odd how things work out. But yeah, but like nah, just sassy mom. How many kids you got? How many? I got three. They keep me honest. They make sure that I am monster dependent. That I need some sort of caffeine if I don't. Yeah, if I don't if I don't sleep. But Rachel, did you catch Sheldon's new video? No, we tried to put it on stream, lagged, and I couldn't share audio because I'm a moron, and I have to figure that out. I'm a moron for now. I always say this. I ask a lot of questions, and they might be stupid, but I'd rather be stupid only for a time and look stupid for a time than actually stay stupid. That's always been my philosophy. Like, I don't care if you think I'm stupid or if I ask the stupid question. Right after you answer it, I'm no longer stupid. So I will figure that out, and it won't be as abrupt. But yeah, I think the worry for you is once this is all over, what happens next? Well, like, okay, that's I'm not too worried about that. Like, obviously, right now, like it's there's the part of like, oh yeah, I should capitalize on it, but I care more about justice and Reckless Ben doing the right thing and Brian Mansell getting his Legos and Crystal Gorman and all their situation. I care about that more than I care about like, oh, I need to make, this much money and I can't live without that. It's like I could still go work, and then I could slowly make make content grow and all that stuff. So that's not a problem for me. I'm not going to stress about that because eventually people will find my channel and the right people will enjoy my content, right? If people come across the channel and then don't subscribe or don't like or whatever, I totally understand. It's just not for them, and so I'm okay with gradual growth, but retention is what I care about. I hope people that subscribe and stay here want to stay here for me and the content more than just what's going on with Bricks and Minifix, because eventually that will end. Even if I make a lot of money at some point, that's eventually going to end, because I'm not trying to be a news channel. I'm trying to commentate, react, and just have fun. And really, like the whole point of the Last Relic name is to remind everybody how good movies used to be, how great it was to like wait in line on Wednesday mornings to get the new comics. Just getting together, just human connection, and pointing out how things suck, but not for just to be negative, because it's just like that's the responsibility you should have, like in any niche. Point out when your niche is having problems, when there's issues, but also point out all the great things that are out there that maybe people have never watched. Like, for instance, like the movie The Rock. Watched it the other day. Has some of the most beautiful scenes in it. So when Michael Bay was at his peak, and it's a nice send-off to Sean Connery's James Bond without actually being connected officially. So things like that. So The Last Relic is like pointing out that a good time and human connection and good movies and good games is a relic of the past. But it doesn't have to be that way. Hoping you like your day job. It sucks. It sucks, dude. Anytime you have a boss, it's always gonna suck, in a way. But I am planning on some things in the future. I just need to find investors and stuff like that. I can't really announce it too much, but me and my father are gonna go into business together. We've been talking about it for a year now, and we've been setting things up within this year. Yeah. There's oddly enough real people out there prefer to hear it like it is and not their butts kissed. Yeah, I prefer to hear it like it is. I'm not gonna kiss anybody's butt, and I'm not gonna have my butt kissed. Have a job. Does anybody have a job for a highly motivated 31-year-old male that will put in more work and will advertise for the company? Right now, I'm working 100 hours a week and only making $1,000. Lots of experience. Hey, man, awesome. I don't, but if anybody does, yeah, go talk to Thug Light, reach out and see if he fits well. Sweet. You have three? Nice. I got two boys, one girl. She's so funny. She's super funny. Hey, Richo. Hey, you didn't even say hi to me, animal. But it's good to see you. I saw you in the chat the other day. Uh, hey, if you still have questions from yesterday's stream, like the Toy Bounty Hunters channel, I'm not gonna interrupt their stream to answer the chat, like unless I see something really funny. But I know you had a lot of questions for me, so feel free to ask here if you still have the same questions. Animal 99. Yeah. Once this is all over, Relic will continue to kick A on YouTube and beyond as we just keep morphing his channel over until he finds his niche and stride. I'm not trying to have a niche. I'm trying to like have fun. I'm trying to like be like I'll talk about jujitsu. I'll do some jujitsu for the channel. I'll do maybe like a vlog every once in a while. I'll do a bunch of stuff because I want the channel to be a variety channel. So I know that's also going to be way more difficult to grow than it just being a particular one based channel on one subject because the algorithm doesn't reward that kind of stuff. So that's what I plan to do. And I know it's shooting yourself in the foot kind of way, but that's what I want to do. I want to be able to be a channel where like people will just come and be able to hear my opinion on something. Like if we're talking about video games, you'll hear my opinion on it. If you want to hear my opinion on cars, you're gonna hear it. If you want to hear my opinions on exercise, you're gonna hear it. So like, you're gonna come for me. Pause. More than just like the things I'm doing. For me, I did it for the challenge as I got banned from lecture. Okay, my bad. Whoa, your kids already big, sissy mom. 3 boys, 1921, and girl 3. Huh? There's no stupid questions. I could think of a couple. Uh, yeah, but wow, that's a big gap. Hi to Rick Aura. Is Aura still here? Great movie. It is a great movie. The Rock is the best. Has one of the best patriotic like scenes with the music with like when the Navy SEALs come up and they're surrounded by the general's men and they're having that back and forth. Not only is the dialogue fantastic and you see that there's not really a bad guy other than the other two goons, but it's like a juxtaposition. Not only is the music, it's a violent scene, but it's beautiful. It's sad. It is tragic. It's such a good scene. It's one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best scenes in all of movies is in the movie The Rock when the Navy SEALs first face off against the colonel and then they just blow him away. And he's telling him ceasefire. And you get to see so much of that general's character where it's like the first time you see like he's actually not a bad guy. You might not understand why isn't he killing the other soldiers. Like, no, he doesn't want anybody dead. It's a phenomenal movie. Hey, animal. Hey, relic. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Holy crap. This is a girl and then 2 boys. Trip beep beep beep. Hey, a couple of years ago, I did a YouTube challenge by my engineers so I could learn about YouTube and see if I wanted to hire out a crew or do my own music videos. And what I found was, and then you said nothing? I didn't like it. I prefer to improv on the spot live. But that was me. Now, overall, I don't have time to be OGs like you guys. Not enough time in my days. But I respect what you put in now. Sick. My man. You'll go, then they are my best friends. Heck yeah, Tony. I would love to buy a Relic lunch or coffee, but I'm 7 hours away. Sounds like I'm in the same from you, Rec, but I enjoy people with good moral fiber. That's why I gravitate towards people like that. Are you in Georgia? Let me know if you're in Georgia. Like in um Echo Base said that they're in February. I know it's a ways away. I think they're doing a meetup in Jacksonville. Like go to the Echo Base Network and ask them. But if there's gonna be a meetup, I'm definitely gonna be there. I can definitely plan, almost a year away to be somewhere. So Jacksonville will be kind of like a middle ground because I'm in like more of the Tampa area. Jacksonville was like a 4 hour drive, and then Georgia's right there. So if you're in Georgia, you know, I think it'll be a 2.5 hour drive or something. Oh, Savvy, you were in the military. Thank you for your service. Animals, seven boys. I was gonna say seven wives. That's crazy. But yeah, if you go back and not buy a bricks and minifigs, what would you do? What would you have done with the money instead? If the answer is yes, you wouldn't buy a franchise. Okay, the second part, what would you have done with the money instead? If the answer is yes, you wouldn't buy a franchise. Okay, the last part I don't understand. If I could go back with the knowledge I have today, I'd probably still go into bricks and minifigs just to get to this point on YouTube. But I'd be more intelligent about it. I'd probably film it. I'd probably do vlogs because I know what's coming, obviously. But if it's just like if the only knowledge I had was, oh, these guys are gonna screw me eventually, then yeah, I probably wouldn't have gone into bricks and minifigs. So it's kind of a tough question to answer. Um, but it's not like I regret it. It just is a crappy part of my life, and it's a story. So I don't think of like when it all happened. You think of like, man, I could have done this, and I'm the type of person like I write everything down. I write everything down that I ever did wrong, that was a problem, that especially in business and my personal life, and I try to see where I can make sure that I never make the same uh, problems again, right? So so I a lot of things I could have done better business wise to make more money and all that, but I didn't do anything egregious that would have me either bankrupt, terminated, or not have any money for my employees or the landlord or anything like that. The business could have kept going. So it's yeah, and I still try to be honest. Like I could see where like maybe certain routes that I was taking could have led me into a bad spot on my own. But yeah, it's all hindsight. It's not like I can be thinking about it that way. It's just I gotta take what happened to me and do what I can with it. As Gandalf says, like it's not for us to decide. We can only decide what to do with the time that is given to you. That's it. Where do I live in Florida? In the Tampa area, the Tampa Bay area. Pensacola, yeah, Pensacola. Okay, wait. Where's Pensacola? Pensacola. Ooh. So Pensacola, yeah, it's more up. Yeesh. You're like all the way over there. Yeah, so Jacksonville would be halfway. But damn, Pensacola. Is Pensacola a retirement town? It's one of the reasons I never visited. Yeah, Echo's doing Jacksonville. Yeah, they are. I will be in the Jacksonville Echo Base meetup. We'll get to hang out. P invite. Heck yeah, I would love to do the same. Like the only YouTube meetup I ever went to was the Geeks and Gamers crew. I like those guys. I don't know them personally. I like Nerdrotic. I like a lot of different YouTubers, but they're the only ones. Like Quarter Black Garrett's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he's more like an editor, but he's also a YouTuber. Super nice guy. And I went there, got to meet Quarter Black, and just chilled and hung out with the people. Cause like there's people doing like they were getting in lines to meet some of these people. I'm like, I'm not gonna get in line to meet another human being. That's crazy. So I would just wave and then like just handle my business. But yeah, starting savvy. Starting. Thanks for. Oh wait. I was an animal. Yo, animal, you're a marine? No way. Savvy. Starting over is not bad, just as long as you have your community from the start. As long as you stay you and authentic, then your community will go on the journey with you as you start over. Yeah. A lot of people have been asking me to start another store, and I think my NCA isn't up until this October or this December. And I don't think I would start another store unless I had so much money that I would be okay growing gradually and not worrying about the bills. I would have to really, really be in a secure place where I don't care, and I would just want to do it for fun. I don't want to do it for like have another store where like I'm reliant on that income because it's also it's a niche. When there was and by the way, Animal, thank you for your service, Marine. Matty Appleseed is in the chat, my man. Sup, dude? Working on this new video now, dude. You're gonna have to tell me how you got like 150,000 views off that video that you collaborated. Give me collaborated. What's it called? Credit? Because like none of my videos are gonna do 150,000 views. How'd you do it? Did somebody get sucked off for the algorithm? How did that happen? Happy 4th. Yeah. Your hats are awesome, man. They're crazy. Better if it was more like Tallahassee. Yeah, it would be better. If I can ever make it out to that area, I'll try to visit you, Rick P. I'll try. Like if I'm ever in the Tallahassee area, I don't know what I would. I'll definitely like do a live stream and be like, "Yo, I'm here." Text me, send me a message, and then let me know where to go. We'll meet up at like a Chipotle or something. All for all yours. So for this BAM thing, they have been showing a pattern of this type of behavior. Did I blame myself? Did I? Didn't mean to. Is there a statute of limitations where BAM could go after you? Of course, likely this. So when they called me June 1st and they they threatened me or whatever. So the other thing is like I guess now that I think about it, if Ben loses, I'm in a heap of trouble because then they can come after me. They're gonna have the money too, right? Because right now I'm small fry. So from from friends I've talked to that understand legal better than I can, I do. They told me that like the clock is ticking. That pretty much is like 2 years. After that threat or warning from Bricks and Minifigs that they will sue, I have 2 years that anytime between the now and 2 years from now they can come after me and sue. But screw it, who cares? I'm not gonna stop talking. And I can't afford a lawyer, so whatever. I love to meet. I work myself, so getting time off is no problem. The boss likes me. I hope he does. Town and country here. Echo-based toy hunters, etc. For example, they have their community and authentic selves and main niche, and on the side they hit pop culture, mini dicks, etc. That's what I meant. Really, like enjoy the process. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Like one thing, I love reading chats, but one thing it's like I'm better when we're talking because I could grasp your emotion, so it's easier for me to understand what you mean to say. Like I hate texting. My wife knows this. She hates that I hate it. No, by the way, anybody here like and subscribe, people. Yeah, how long could BAM go after you before you clear of any lawsuits from BAM? Of course, I expect BAM to lose. Here's the thing. I'm working on a way to get all the evidence. But the one of the big reasons why I can't even go after them today is because they have most of the evidence of me against them. With our phone calls, texts, Slack messages, emails, all that stuff. Because I communicated with them on the business email, and they took that over as soon as they took over the store. So I would be going in like it's one of the reasons why I'm not sure if having my name attached to something would hurt somebody's case. Because I have my story, but I don't have everything I need to prove every single detail. I could prove many details, but not everything. I have witnesses and stuff like that, but not in writing as the courts usually would need. But I think if they don't come after me for a good amount of years, it's one of those things where like, why didn't you go after him before? Why are you choosing now? Like, are you guys struggling? Because like this doesn't make sense. So yeah, oddly enough, boss likes me too. I bet it does, Savvy. I bet he do. Sorry I missed last couple of live streams, but you're here, Christopher. It's good to see my work schedule changed. Work morning shift now. You look like from your profile picture, you look just like the owner of Big Red's vintage toy shop. He's awesome. So that's a compliment to you. It's a compliment. Also, redhead. What I'm getting off is if you open a new store, do you fear them going after you, or after so much time you're in the clear? I don't fear them going after me if I open up a new store. In the U.S. there's many franchise agreements that the NCA is for life. That happens, especially in the food industry. Okay, you can't get all their information for a few years, and then you're out of it. You sell them back the spot, and then you open your own. You can't do that. Okay. Man, I just remember Costa Vida and Cafe Rio. They used to be married, and then when they got divorced, I think the ex-wife opened Costa Vida, which I prefer Costa Vida more. I've had offers before any of this, from I'm not gonna say their companies, but from some big Lego resellers that are very popular in social media. That if you're in the Lego community, you'll know who they are. If I mention them, you're like, I love those guys, or I love that store, to help open or have my own. But again, I wouldn't put them in any of those situations, and I'd have to feel so secure financially that like I can pay for any emergencies or any issues. Like that would be, and again, I always wanted a spot where people could just come hang out too. So it's like a mix. Like I know how to do business, but at the same time, like I'm at a point where like I'm okay with stress, but I'm not okay with certain stresses like the ones that I went through. I don't want to go through that kind of stress again. So I want to be very secure. So if I could make money elsewhere and bring that up and then open my own thing, I'd probably do it. Your videos will get 150K, dude. I'm sure of it. Also, I have clipped 30 minutes of you trash talking Josh Johnson. Sick. If you post that, you'll get a lot of views. I think I'll send you the edit. Oh, no, man. Like if you're the one that edit and put it in the work, why don't you post that on your channel, man? I want you to make the money. I want you to grow. You're doing good work, so I don't want to take anybody's credit. Subscribe to BH and EBN also. Yeah, Toy Bounty Hunters. I think the 100% was because of the Me Too thumbnail. Yeah, it was a good thumbnail. I liked it. They sue you, they will pay. I would personally make sure of it. I got your back. Like, thug, like heck yeah, my man. Yo, Tony coming in clutch with the 5. Looking back on life is okay, but remember, there's a reason the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. Yes, it's because of the manufacturers. There's some bull crap. But thank you, man. It's awesome. Okay, imagine when his live streams are 1,000 people watching. Your post disappears as soon as you type it. So you got that's why we all gotta make money together, so that we can super chat each other, and that way we can always see each other's messages, right? Right? It's not how it works. But if you're a member, I think you're a member for a month. So any live stream, I think I will do that. Like anybody who's a member, doesn't matter if you if I ever get to 1,000 people in a live stream, um, if you're a member, then I will automatically read your message. You know, but I will stay humble and allow the plebs to stay in the chat. Bam should be worried about you going after them so messed up. Uh, I don't think like I have a lot I could go after them for, but again, it's what you can prove, and I don't believe I can win. It's not that like I don't have the all the ammunition that I have to win. It's just I'm not dishonest. I don't play that game, and I fully believe if you're dishonest and you have money, then you'll win in court. That's my belief. So I don't have any trust in the legal system, any legal system. Okay, you still have a solid case against Bam because of the franchise agreement and no inventory was given on their side. Yeah, I know that. I was hoping to make it through 15 minutes. 280 plus hours later, I was trying to end it and get off. I love live streaming, man. You have $200,000 inventory account from 4 separate people. Yeah, yeah, I do. Their claimed fines were less than that, so you still have valid damages. I know I do, but like, I would also fight the damages that they try to put. Like they try to fine me over $70,000. That was stupid. And they never offered the goodwill and stuff like that, like the furnitures and stuff and all that. Probably sue. It's part of the Hydra. They attack from all angles. We've seen legal media police when the police were talking about going Hydra wing with the Airbnb owner. Yeah. If they sue, like, it's, dude, I don't care. They know I don't care. I will post it, all of it for you guys. Fines are invalid because of the circumstances when they entered. Yeah. Claim is BS. Civilians can't go through a Hydra training. They were talking about drugs. Hang out is the core competitive advantage in your spot. It sounds pretty sick. Like I used to hang out at convenience stores. Well, also, not okay. Not only is it something I love doing, but it's the psychology of it too. The longer you stay in any store, the more likely you're going to buy something. Either it's by guilt, like you know that feeling you get when you go in a grocery store and you don't buy anything, you walk out, you feel like you stole something, but you didn't do anything bad. It's this type of guilt that we feel that like we wasted people's time or something like that. So that's why like Hot Wheels is such a big business because it's the shut up toy. It's also something that's like, it's just nothing. Like it's fine. It's $2 or whatever, even though it's freaking awesome. But yeah, like the psychology. If you can have like I had a couch, I had video games. People could just hang out all day if they wanted to, watch Dragon Ball Z, build Lego, like have the bulk tables open and do what it is you wanted to do at the store. You didn't have to go home. Nobody was kicking you out. Then you usually bought something. We don't have to push any sales. Your scripture assembly is here. What up? What up? Saying hello to everybody. Like I can't share a YouTube link for your journey inspiration as a creator. I can share a YouTube link for your journey inspiration as a creator. Okay. What do you mean? Share this live stream link or what's up? I hope you learned from Bam. You copy everything, brother. I ran a gas. Oh, you want? I should copy everything. I run a gas station in a high drug area in hometown Baltimore, and it really sucks that I have to look at every person that walks in the door. That sucks. As a thief. Yeah. Here, you want to know something crazy? And again, I'm gonna tell everybody you're gonna be either if you work retail, there's no way you will not end up being racist towards a race or at least prejudice. Okay? It is there's no way. All right? Anytime I saw an a mom that was from India with the stroller and kids, I'm not lying to you, they stole every time. We'd catch them. They send their kid to distract us at the counter. They start putting sets, new in-box sets in the stroller, and they walk out like they make one of the kids cry, and it there was a whole structure to it, and we understood it. Yeah, when you're in retail, sometimes it's the area, and sometimes it's just there's gonna be specific types of customers. Okay, there's the white trash customers that like always were complaining about something or like anything to write a bad review. It was nuts. There was one review where this guy's like the the guy behind the counter barked at my kid, and it was me because the kid was trying to you know those like Donald Duck shows cartoons where like they dive into the coins and it acts like water, but that's not how it would work. They would just like die because it's solids. This kid was climbing on top of the bulk tables and she was gonna dive in, and they were just letting it happen into the Lego. And I'm like, oh, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself. Like, just get down, okay? But you could play with Lego with your hands. You could build something, you know. And they're like, oh, he barked at my kid, and I'm like, man, shut up. So the Josh Johnson edit as a donation. All right, man. Like, thanks, Maddie. You have to. All right, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not gonna keep fighting. The Airbnb owner was a teacher. I'm gonna give you at least collaborator stuff. I was a teacher, no military training. Yeah. For Pink Queen, your compassion for everyone is amazing and inspiring. This is what sets you apart from a lot of other creators. Thank you. I didn't know like people there was so little compassion and care for people because like I I get it when somebody doesn't like I guess the language I use, but I'm not going to stop because they're offended. Like I can't choose what they're offended by. But I've always been somebody who cared about people, you know. And I felt like I always try to have those people around me, so maybe in my mind like I couldn't tell how many people were scumbags, and that's maybe why I couldn't tell um, that Matt and Ammon were gonna screw me over one day. Yeah, my kids keep me grounded. Hard to have a wild ride. Yeah, yes, correct, correct. I feel that way. The fines were bogus, and you didn't even count all the small Lego inventory or goodwill with the circumstances around the hurricanes, and you can sell the accountant to testify on your behalf. Yeah, I can. I can. Are those reviews still up? They are. That's actually something I can. Oh, I did this the other at one point. I will share my screen and show you guys. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you my Google reviews, and I could point which ones were my store and which ones weren't, because eventually, um, sometimes they were somebody else's store and they were talking about our store. So Google.com. Freaking A. My bad. One second. And my lag, by the way, like super hard, but I'll show you guys the Google reviews, all the negative ones and the good ones, and I'll explain them. Brixton minifigs. 1918 Oak Grove Boulevard. So let's see. Let's go to reviews. Where's the reviews? All right, all right. Okay. And I'll go to from newest. Uh And it's kind of crazy that like, but there was some reviews after it closed, which is kind of crazy. So let's see, share screen. Okay. Oh shoot. So wait. I'll do. Is this better? Okay. So that first one, Anthony, was great while it was there. May 8th, 11:30 a.m. Looks closed. Doors locked. Looks pretty empty inside. Yeah. Solid. This door appears to be closed, locked up, and not much left inside. Exactly what I needed to feel like a kid again. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Got a bunch of Lego minifigs here, and I love them. This place has kind workers, cool minifigs, and a bunch of Lego sets. Highly recommend this place to Lego lovers. And I said, Sophia, thank you so very much for the very kind review. The staff here works hard to ensure that our customers have a wonderful experience. We look forward to seeing you again. 5 stars. Really knowledgeable team. Love coming here for the rare and obscure sets I collect. I love bringing my kids in too. Been to a few of these now, but the Wesley Chapel location is my favorite. It's almost as if we knew what the freak we were doing, right? Haven't been to the new store, but we love the old location. It's kind of crazy to put a review. Great selection of Star Wars minifigs, very friendly and helpful. 5 stars, 5 stars. Went in here and was able to get exactly the sets I was looking for. Employees were attentive and really helpful. 3 stars, not much variety. Overpriced sets. Walked out with 2 minifigs and the employee was attentive when I asked to look at something. Atmosphere was meh. All right, Tyler. It's your opinion. And then Miguel Pena, such a ripoff. These guys I usually messaged privately, and I was like, hey, was there anything that you felt that was a ripoff? And they usually had nothing to say because we would price them like Bricklink prices, and I was like, oh, like if you see a cheaper price, you let me know. But we can't, like, for instance, one of the reasons I didn't do a whole lot of online stuff was because I'm not competing with Amazon, Walmart, Target, all those places, eBay, or especially like Amazon, because if they don't want a set anymore on their website, they'll just discount it like 60% off or 50% off or whatever it was on a whim. Doesn't even matter if it's on the discount list, and then they just buy it from that platform. And we can't compete with that because they don't care. 11 stars, just so overpriced. We had a lot of collector's items that a lot of people didn't understand. Like we had a lot of we had Comic Con sets that were like this big, and it was like $1,000. So yeah, 5 stars, but you know everybody's entitled to their opinion. This new location is clean building, professional staff, and welcoming atmosphere. They accept clean donation drop-offs, fair pricing, military discount. Thank you for the positive experience. 5 stars, great store. 5 stars, love the new store set up. More user reviews. 5 stars, 5 stars. My daughter. Oh, and we're gonna get to this Fabian bastard right here, the 1 star. Ooh, I've talked about him before, and you guys are gonna love the story. Okay, 5 stars. My daughter was missing a few pieces for her Lego, and we visited this location. They were super friendly and helped us find these specific pieces very quickly. They even gave us these pieces for free. If you have any trouble with Lego pieces or want to buy or sell some Legos, make sure to visit the store. Ask for Gabriel in specific if you need extra help. Hello, that is me. One thing, our store, which I thought was insane, that other Bricks and Minifigs was doing, and it helped our business. People would drive an hour, 2 hours away to our store instead of their locally owned store because they would charge them for every single thing. If you brought me a handful of pieces to the counter of Lego pieces, I'd just be like, have them. You can have them. It's bulk. It's no problem. These aren't high-end items. Like, you need them for your set. It's no problem. Like, what I'm going to try to get what 85 cents out of a kid. That's crazy. Or even an adult. That's insane. But it helped our business when everybody else was trying to freaking penny pinch everywhere. It was nuts. People would tell me about other bricks and minifigs, like customers, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I live 3 hours away from here, but I'm gonna come here because you guys are awesome." I'm like, "Sweet." I didn't miss much, Zip. We just chilling. Uh, Fabian, this guy, I want to fight him. Okay, so let me give you some backstory on this Fabian Salmon dude. Okay, let me tell you about this poor bastard right here. Um, Here, let me set the stage. Let me set the stage. Okay, this Fabian guy, not only he almost put his hands around one of my employees' necks. All right, I wasn't at the store this day, and he was yelling because he didn't like the valuation that my employee gave him. He was super upset. He had all these sets, but some of them were dirty. Some of them had baby powder on it, like the Black Pearl, and that's a great set. And it had freaking baby powder. I'm like, what are you doing? Trying to shove that up your butthole, dude? That's crazy. So there was a yelling match. Now, well, actually, my employee was very cool, because other customers told me that he was very professional, and he asked them to stop cussing and all that stuff. And the his mom, by the way, this guy is like 40, and his mom is he's probably 50, and his mom's older, obviously. I don't know. She was a nice lady. I liked his mom a lot. And so then he calls me. He's like, I'm about to take this guy outside the store and beat the living crap out of him. I'm like, dude, I'm on my way. Let me go to the store, see what's going on. I'll handle the trade. Don't worry about it. And there was customers there with their kids, and I talked to them, and they're like, oh yeah, like your employee, like these guys are kind of crazy. Your employee did such a great job, and I told them like, don't ever cuss, especially when there's in a toy store, but especially when there's kids around. That's insane. And then he like was talking to me all smiley and whatnot, and I gave him the exact same evaluation, and he was super happy. I gave him the money. It was good, and then for some reason he started like making rumors about our store to other stores where they called me. Like the store owners called me and was like, "Hey, this guy is like saying you shut down and whatnot." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So then I called him personally because I had his personal cell. I'm like, "You just anything you need, you deal directly with me. That's it." Um, but like, but only for a time. Like if you have certain concerns, like my employees will handle the trades and they're trained by me, so they're gonna give you the proper amount. But if you have some major issue and you saw something, just let me know, and I'll call you because I also had his information. I used the store phone, right? So whatever. Fast forward to the second location. This review we're about to get into. I emailed him. I told him multiple times, never bring architecture sets to our location. We'll give you nothing for them because it doesn't sell here. It will stay here for years and not move. So, oh, Zip, just because hitting and quitting it on a 4.99, my man, sweet, sweet. I could buy some hot toys, not hot toys, whoa, Hot Wheels for my kids. They're gonna love it. Thank you so much for the 4.99. And so this guy Fabian, I told him bring the Ninjago, bring Star Wars sets as long as it's not Disney Star Wars. Bring medieval Lord of the Rings, any of those sets. It's gonna do well at our store. Indiana Jones, like that stuff will do great. Even Marvel, especially if it's older. DC, if it's older original Batman stuff, it's gonna do awesome. Even the Henry Cavill Superman sells like crazy. So I told him that he didn't listen. Brought in these sets. I didn't do the trade, and trust me, matching Zippy Rick P is just coming in clutch. And so now let's get into his BS, and we'll get into my response. But this was hilarious. It was hilarious. All right, Fabian Salmon. Oh, 1-star review. Must read all to get full understanding on why I put this negative review. I would never write a review, but after today, my experience in this store, I would never deal with them again. The owner asked me to email him what I wanted to sell, and I understood very well it will take a little because he was in the middle of moving into another location. Not at this point, and also I told him to come on one day and it was raining a lot, and I told him the next day I can't handle it because he never informed me that he wasn't coming that day. He ended up not coming, and he ended up coming the next day, and I told him I'll be in a lot of meetings, so the next day I can't handle it because he asked me to take care of his trade. But I think it was a Tuesday. I'm like, I can't do it on Tuesday, but you could I could do it Tuesday, but Wednesday I'm gonna be busy, and that's simple. Okay. Um, I understood very well it will take a little because he was in the middle of moving into another location. My mom and I even congratulated him for his new location, all as well, giving him some advice. His advice sucked. This guy's retarded. That may help bring more traffic into the new location. But after today, the slap in the face and insult I received, I could not believe what he offered us. But it wasn't him I was dealing with. His employee and his excuse to not come outside. It was dealing with his employee. Um, and his excuse not to come outside was he was in a business meeting, but I called ahead of time letting him know we were coming. We brought over 37 sets. By the way, one of those business meetings was trying introducing myself to a potential investor. We brought over 37 sets already built all nicely in boxes, as well as the manual and boxes on the set separate in one box. My mom having knee issues and getting ready for knee surgery, and myself having back and foot issues, it was a lot to bring in and get ready. Then why did you involve your mom, you dumb bastard? He had one of his employees write up the numbers, and keep in mind I had already emailed him all this information a month prior to coming there today. I was also supposed to come in the day before, but because of the rain, I called as a courtesy, didn't call, letting him know it would be better to come in the next day. He knew this way before and the day before when we would be there. So after close to 2.5 hours waiting for his employee, he asked if it was 36 or 38 Lego sets. I miscounted as well, and as I missed one of the Legos, I decided to double check my count, double check and came out. Oh, wait. Double check my count as well as my inventory while he went to the back to talk to his boss, I assume, because he never came out to greet us. Instead of the employee correcting me, saying you have 37, not 36, he says nothing. So I stopped him and said, sorry, I miscounted. It's 37. I showed him which Lego. He then took 5 to 7 minutes more to look up the Lego, went back to his boss, and comes out with a look of like, I couldn't believe he had to tell me this, but right away says, sorry, this is my first time doing this, and I'm still learning, but my boss said 250. By the way, not true. My employee was well trained and didn't say any of that stuff, and we were laughing when we were reading this review. After, like it was crazy. It was crazy. Said 250 for the 37 sets, and also say to tell me that right now architecture is not selling that good. I told him you could take it to another store. We'll tell you which stores to take it to. What I find amazing was one of the Lego I sold him, he'd had over 215% increase, and I never got the fair market value for that Lego. He did. It was the Coliseum. He sold it to me before it retired. It retired. Price went up. For that, I also wanted to sell my stadiums, and he said, "I'll give you a better price if I were to bring those as well." If I'm wrong saying this, but how to buy and sell Lego if it's not brand new? Open, then you use their fair market value, and also eBay to get the correct fair market price, which you don't. And then take 50% to 60% off their market value, and that's your return. I'm a very fair person when it comes to buying and selling things, and never once felt so insulted I had today. This will be my last time ever stepping my foot in the store. I'm also a baseball collector, and not even those guys would pull a stunt like this. And the one person I feel sorry for is my mom, helping lifting, moving the Lego with her condition. That's on you, you retard. I would think twice ever doing business, or be careful what you're buying or selling. Advice is, if you're gonna sell, don't sell inbound, sell individually. Holy crap, everybody. Just because matching Zippy, I'm in for the hype train. Thank you. And then Rick P coming in again. I still want to hear you sing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Me? And for Pink Queen, thank you so much. Count me in the hype train too. And Animal, count me in. All with the fives. Thank you so much, guys. Really, thank you. Thank you. Tar has been restored to its rightful place of normal language. Oh, it never went away, brother. Never went away. You should have met me before. Rick is only a quarter of the way through. That reviewer wrote a book. Tell us how you really feel about Pam. All right. Now my response, which is beautiful and very professional. Okay. Fabian, please read through this response in its entirety. Due to your temperament, I doubt you'll read thoroughly, but this will be my one and only response. 4 times prior to you coming in and selling your sets, I told you that we can't offer anywhere near to what you're looking for, since pre-built architecture do not sell well at our location, and also gave you a list of the themes that do sell well. Since you are a fan of baseball, allow me to help you understand. If all my clients are Red Sox fans, then it would be a terrible business move filling my store with Yankee memorabilia, since it would never / rarely sell. As to me not coming to greet you, I was in a meeting. I usually do not handle every trade. I started handling your trade because you not only threatened my employees while we had customers with children in the store, you tried putting your hands around one of my employees' necks, almost assaulting him just because you didn't like the deal. I didn't ban you or do anything more drastic because I felt sorry for your mother. She's a sweet and kind person, and I don't want to add any more hardship that you already put her through. Now to address the blatant lies in this review. 1. You were in the store for 30 to 40 minutes, not 2 hours. 2. My employee never said this. This is his first time, and he came up with the numbers as he was trained to do. He came to the back to consult with me, since everyone is aware of your reputation of aggression and how best to present this offer, in which you did not hear in its entirety. 3. We do not have 250% markups. Lego is a fluid market and has increased and decreased in value almost weekly. That's why we give you an offer on the day, and it only stands for that day. Example: the new Captain Rex from the UCS vendor sold for 250 to 270 on its own on Bricklink when it came out. Now, with the rumor of the same figure coming in a microfighter, it's only going to be worth $5 to $30 max. Now, Fabian, since you stormed out the store without hearing the offer in its entirety, let me explain what my employee was going to tell you. We can only offer 250 since our clientele rarely ever buys architecture. We can call other stores and see if they can offer the amount you're looking for, since we cannot. If another store accepts your offer, we can, as a courtesy, pick up the sets from your home/residence and deliver it to the other location, and then drop off the money to you. You have not only been satisfied with our offers, you actually accepted them in the past. So if you, of all people, know we pride ourselves in taking care of our customers and go above and beyond to help out. Now, just to conclude this response, you are officially banned from our store. Your mother is more than welcome to come by anytime. We love her. I urge you not to come by. We will not be accepting any apology from you. My employees do not deserve to be threatened or assaulted in the workplace. I made the mistake in allowing you to keep coming here. For that, I owe my employees an apology. For anyone trying to harass any employees of mine, I will defend them. I am a person that believes everyone has good in them. I hope you get better and never treat anyone the way you have treated my employees, especially retail workers. So that was my response. and pretty much just telling him suck it and get out of here. I am too late for the hype train. You are never too late. You are never too late for this hype train. Thank you. Never too late, dream. So, what did you guys think about this response? What did you guys think? Yeah, I'm pretty good, right? I'm pretty good. Yeah, and then let's go over a few other reviews. 2 years ago, the owner was amazing. The store is itself very clean and super cool. Definitely will be back to get some Legos for my babies. 5 stars, 5 stars. The owner was really awesome, and we got to talk about rare Lego Star Wars figures and sets. They also had a very wide selection of builds. It was super cool meeting someone who Legos and Star Wars as much. I'm getting who likes Legos or loves Legos as much as he did. 5 stars, 5 stars, 3 stars. I was like, Chris, what the freak? What did I do? Awesome people to let Lego supplies and rare Lego sets. Totally would come back. Really friendly staff. 4 stars, 5 stars. 5 stars, love this place. There are so many Lego sets to look at already built. So you can buy, sell, or trade tons of minifigures, including a build your own. I need one piece that was missing out of my set, and they had it along with millions of others. If you love Lego, you'll love it here. Oh, dude. If I want to, I can make anybody cry. I really can. I'm very good at like I like to be a nice guy, but again, if you threaten somebody I care about, if you're going to grandstand on something and you're gonna try to defame me, hurt my business where I could feed my family, you are gonna be in for a rude awakening. Because even though, for instance, Bricks and Minifigs, I'm not suing them, but trust me, the things that I'm handing over to some people, Bricks and Minifigs doesn't get a shot. Reckless Ben is gonna be somewhat of a walk in the park. My son loves this place. 3 stars, all right, but mostly overpriced Lego. You know, there was. I'll tell you one thing. There's a very famous Lego Star Wars YouTuber out there that came by my store a few times, and he filmed, and I allowed him to film, never a problem. But I just told him to put everything on his video, and he didn't. He looked up one of the sets, he's like, "Oh, that's so overpriced. This is why I don't like Bricks and Minifigs." And he cut out the part where I told him, "Hey, we price match, and sometimes we don't keep up, especially with the new inbox. It's hard to keep up. But let me know if you're interested in that set. We could price match for you, exactly what it is on Lego.com. And because sometimes like Lego drops their prices down. All your kids' lunch money free sucks. What? But yeah, and so every now and then we miss a set, unfortunately. But he overall was kind of fair. Just it was interesting. Love this place. The owner is wonderful and loves what he does. They have great job sets, rare minifigs, and pre-built sets. They even have tables of bulk to be able to find pieces you need for creative builds. We eventually got the dungeon where we had individual pieces. That helped out a lot of customers. Oh, the guy, he's right here. So first 5 stars. Devin was an excellent helper. He knows everything about everything. And I am glad I checked this place out. So this guy, I was like, this guy is just you know, like look at this picture. Let me see. This was my little creation. This bulk table. This was Technic. And look at all those beautiful sets, how they're positioned and everything back there, especially the Star Wars section on the top left. Yeah, and then you see we had the Black Pearl and the Queen Anne's Revenge. Pretty good stuff, right? Right. So let's get to his garbage review. 1 star. Don't touch. What a terrible place. From the time you walk in, you get to experience the employee bark at children not to touch the sides of the brick bin. Oh, but the brick bin, like, it comes apart. So, like, I think also she was trying to lift it up so then all the Legos would fall on her. And it's like, don't. Yeah, and we got it down, but like we would just tell them like, oh, those, I know they're Lego giant bricks, but you can play with the Lego. Just don't climb on top of the tables. Stuff, regular stuff. And we always had a smile, always a smile. Maybe you should fix your store before snarling across the room at people's children. Maybe you should take care of your children. I took my business elsewhere fast. You're a disgrace to Lego. Hashtag say no to rude employees. I agree. I agree. It is whatever. Some people are just hurt. 5 stars, 5 stars. The staff know what they are doing. Amazing customer service. 5 stars, 5 stars. 1 star. Ooh. So today I went in on June 26, 2023. Oh, yeah, I was there. And moved my personal collection of Bionicles and a few other. Dude, okay, this one's funny. I'll explain. I never respond because I'm like, this is crazy. Personal collection of Bionicles and a few other sets. To my dismay, I was offered an abhorrent amount for what was 3 large sterile-like containers full and then some worth of complete Lego sets. I was told that the amount they could offer was limited by the time they would have to clean it, but I think otherwise. For a large chunk of that collection, I was able to settle at $95 cash, although they accidentally gave me $135. That's not true. We gave him $135 because we saw he wasn't happy, but we explained to him, you can take these sets back, clean them properly so that we don't have to do the labor. Because I have to pay my employees at least $15 an hour. They have to take it back and they have to clean it up. And that the employee explained that to them. And there was a lot of broken pieces. Like, yeah. Even like it took us like a month to get these sets on the shelf. Even for the slight slip up on their end, it's still nowhere near the amount I should have received, but I digress. These folks will lowball you for hire and Lego sets, which is why I'm glad I kept mine at home. So sell to them at your own risk. And he also, like, you still accepted it. You accepted the money. Like, if you weren't happy with it, why accept the money? That's crazy. Yeah, some people just, and also they don't understand business. Like, I had somebody yell at me because I'm like, he was like, this right here on Bricklink says $200. I want $200. I'm like, sir, we're a business. If you want $200, you can sell on Facebook Marketplace. You can sell on eBay. There's fees involved with that. But I need a percentage, a profit margin percentage. I'm like, I can go up to 20% profit margin. But beyond that, like, if you, like, and you don't have to sell it to us. I'm not really looking for this set, but I would love to help you out, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, some people are crazy. They don't understand what they're doing. They think you're going to take your Xbox to a GameStop and get exactly the price that you paid for it. That's nuts. Really cool Lego stuff. Lots of neat Legos. Really cool store with lots of neat Lego stuff. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars by Jason Burkett. This place is great. Little local business run by knowledgeable staff. They are, and this was like right in the beginning. They are kid friendly and have lots of fun stuff. Even just to look at, because many items are rare or out of print, the prices can be high sometimes to reflect their value to collectors. But they also have some good values and interesting promotions, plus 4 tables of loose bricks. Be sure to ask for Devin if you go in. He's a very friendly salesperson who is very knowledgeable of your Lego and can recommend the right themes to satisfy any interest. New owners took over in early November 22. That is me. And I said thank you for the awesome review, Jason. We aim to make the joy of Lego accessible to everyone. Sweet store for the second-hand Legos. The guy from Brazil that was working there was super friendly and helpful. That was also me. I usually didn't tell people I was the owner. Generally didn't. Sam Whitaker. Oh, my bad. Whoa. Looks much like the Lego store. Nice. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Dave, they were friendly, offered unique selection of minifigs. 5 stars, 5 stars. 4 stars, 2 stars, neat place, but way overpriced and not too friendly. No. And that's why some people were fired. Super friendly service. This is a wide variety of Lego figure you need. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Dave, they were friendly, offered unique selection of minifigs. 5 stars, 5 stars. 4 stars, 2 stars, neat place, but way overpriced and not too friendly. No. And that's why some people were fired. Super friendly service. This is a wide variety of Lego figure you need. and Lego brick you need. This, so I think now we are starting to get closer to before I got in there. Great shop. So 5 stars, 5 stars. I want to go to the negative ones. They're funny. 2 stars. Could have been much better. Very limited selection of Legos. You can find more at the big box stores. They have a great idea. It's just poorly implemented. Yeah, I think we're starting to get there. Thank you for the feedback, William. Due to rising costs, especially Lego, we had to put or adjust our bulk prices to accommodate this. We have begun offering a large variety of bulk container sizes. So, okay, this was before me. I don't know why it says 3 years though. This was like 4 years. Feel pressure, purchase more than they need. Also making effort to add wider variety of parts for bulk tables. I'm sorry you weren't. Was this me? I don't know. Let me see. Thank you for taking the time to leave a review. I'm sorry the story wasn't quite what you then moved in February and we have had to rebuild. Okay, this is like before me. This is like 4 years ago. Yeah, because I don't respond too much. But there you guys go. Oh, now it says on Google permanently closed. But as you can see, I had to build up this reputation. We got to 4.4 stars. I think when I got in, it was like 3.2. We got to 4.4 stars, and I never asked anybody to leave a review. I don't think, but people would leave a review, which is nice. Because I was like, I told all my employees, your sole job is to make everybody smile. My job is to get people through the door. Your job is to get people to smile. That's it. So, yeah. I think on Yelp, it's lower. I never really focused on Yelp. But it is what it is. So, there we go. Some reviews. What did you guys think? Huh? Was I too grandiose? Relic is slipping. Last night we had 53 at 2:30. Only had. Oh shoot. Only has 30 at 1 a.m. Yo, I'm slipping, man. I'm slipping. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We're also past 2 hours, and it's also not 2:30. Oh, it's almost 2:30. My bad. Oh, I don't use it unless I want to rain a channel here and there, but after BJC I decided to max it. What are you talking about? Oh yes, but the only refill my 10,000 quota every 10 days, so I have to wait 9 days more. What? 9 days more for what? New day. Drink water, Relic. That was a mouth spinner. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That's a good idea, man. Oh. Okay. Hydrogen, fantastic response. Oh, thank you for Pink Queen. I don't know what it is, and maybe your profile picture. You seems like such a nice person. You and Dreams Sigils. Very, 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 very comforting. I don't know why. Maybe it's your names. But I did get 2 pink hearts. For Pinocchio's class response to a lowbrow. Okay, yeah. Rebel Rouser. Exactly, Relic. Relic, I want all your kids' lunch money free, sucker. I'll kill you. Kill you. And they don't get lunch money. They get lunches from home. The Tooth Fairy gives them lunch money. That's cool, bro. Okay. Okay, you know how you tell if the positive reviews are legit. You click on the reviewer and go see what all he reviewed on the net. Yes. So feel free to go do that, because that's work I don't want to do. They're real people, though. Exactly, Savvy. If it's a bot account, they will have 1 review. It's obvious. Yeah. Yes, also real people do it because they are paid to do it. Hey, what are you trying to say? I didn't pay anybody to do a review. I can tell you that right now. Can't please everyone all the time. No, you can't. Havoc, I don't know if I said hi to you, but welcome. Welcome. Whoa, freaking A. Wait, so how do you know if they are being paid? I guess you don't. I guess you don't. Unless I share all my bank statements with you, I don't think you would know if they were getting paid or not. As you read their other reviews, as all of them are near the same as they get $5 a review. Oh, I didn't know that. Ah, so it's copy and paste. I got you. Makes a lot of sense. If you're mass reviewing, receiving, they will be similar. Yeah. So BAM and other corporations pay PR firms to do this. Do they? You don't write and illegal. Give yourself positive reviews is highly illegal. Is it? Thank you. I think those are some fine reviews and responses. Amazing relic. Yes, I am amazing. Why didn't do it? Oh, okay. That's what. Okay. A lot of people make assumptions, but you don't have to join the hype train. I'm just happy you're here. I'm happy you're here, Savvy. Assumptions about me based on my name, but the meaning behind it means a lot of me. That's the only reason I haven't changed it. Does anyone read my name and think I am a criminal? Oh, well. No, well, I also see the cross. I like the Fabian story. He's a piece of garbage, man. Like, and Mike, that particular employee carries. So he would have blown his brains out, man. I won't say his name, but yeah. He's actually had to use the gun once after leaving the store. Never killed anybody, but he fired off a warning shot. Yeah. You're getting sleepy, Rachel. Ah, weak sauce. Weak sauce. I'm going to be here for as long as it takes. As long as the stories keep flooding in my mind and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Again, right now, great time. Ask your questions. Ask away. You're fine, Rachel. Ask away, and I'll answer whatever you guys want to know. If it's in the realm of possibility. I'm not going to tell you, like, my kid's social. But, yeah. Confirmed you've been a good person for a long time. Thank you. I try to be. Thank you. I'm a lot like you. I try to help people have a better day, even if it's just giving them a smile. Yeah, that's the best thing you could do. You know how people all they need is a smile and a hug. Just human connection. Some people just want to be angry sometimes. Yeah. Nah, I wasn't talking about you. Relic was overall what bad companies do. I got you. I got you, Savvy. Or Pink. That's my life now. Doug. I read your name as Doug Life. Have you asked Carl if he's... Oh, man. Actually, I haven't yet. I think he would have to be at his house, though. First of all, I stream late. I'd have to find a time where I'm off, and he's all right. His wife, she's not in the best of health, but she's awesome. She's a trooper. Same name as my sister. But Carl, man, like I'm the kind of guy like when somebody pops in my head, I like call them because I know I'm gonna forget later, and it's 2 a.m. He's like 74, and I probably should call him tomorrow. Wish him happy 4th. He's a veteran. But I'll ask him, see if he wants to come on, and we'll just talk about Josh and Brandon because he worked with them intimately, and it would be great. But I don't know if he'll come on. He's an older guy. He's not about that life. You know, he's so awesome though. He's so cool. Sometimes I'd have to call him out. We'd be in the store, and there'd be a kid in there, and he'd be like, he'd have some garbage meeting with Brandon and Josh, and he'd just come out pissed from the back room, and he was like, I feel like I've been rode hard and put away wet. And I would just point like, yo, there's a child. And he just walked back like, ooh. And then I went to call my Carl, brother. When you come into a new room, take a quick scan, brother. You got to figure out what's happening. You can't just come out and blur stuff. And it's so funny. I remember he kind of destroyed a Disney castle, and he was rebuilding it. And like the whole time, like the whole day, he was like, this son of a piece of It's so funny. And I went over and helped him a little bit, but he got it. I had a guy that tried to blackmail me into breaking our policies for him by threatening to leave negative feedback about me to corporate. Oh, no. Oh, you're going to say words? Ooh. I warned him that if he did, my boss at corporate would ban him, as he always did with everyone that left negative feedback. He didn't believe me and got himself banned. LOL. Nice. What dude, the internet world go wild for a Carl interview? Dude, ah, man. I'll see. Maybe I'll see if I could find a way to get him into. He used to love golfing. I don't think he golfs anymore. But Carl, so Carl, like he is actually really good at business. Carl, and he's just a good guy. Like when they were like lying to me that I was gonna be manager, and then while they were lying to me, Carl was already in Utah because they flew him out, and he's also lived in Utah, so he understands Utah quite a bit. Um, he like and by the way, 72, 74 years old. He was like in charge of like thousands of employees at his newspaper um, company, and got out of it right as it failed, as newspapers just died off. That's what I meant. But like Brandon and Josh were like, "Oh yeah, just go in there, introduce yourself as the manager, and you're good. Like no paperwork, nothing. No, so just any guy could come in and just say like, I'm the boss, move." And he was like, "No, you have to you have to come with me and introduce me to Relic and everybody else." And like he told me right off the bat, I've never seen this work where like somebody used to be the owner and then they're gonna be the owner, they're gonna stay on, and because like I understood his thought, but I know how to be a team player. I'm like, well, like I'm also trying to learn because apparently these guys are really great experts and they know how to make it $1 million store in less than a year. So let's see what they got to offer, which they offered freaking nothing and destroyed it and left me in $500,000 in debt and tried to ruin my life and everybody else's life around them. Like, so, yeah. But anyways, he's awesome. I love Carl. He's the best. Those thoughts are meant for that reason. I do the same if you think about someone, call it. What? Is somebody all right? Everybody okay? You can see. My boss was once told me, "You know what I hate about owning a retail type business? The customers." Yeah, we always said as soon as you turn into a customer, your IQ drops 80%. Like people are just dumb, but also great at the same time. It's just they'll look at it's like okay, at my work currently, right? I will carry glazed pineapple, right? Pineapple's very hard to miss. It's two yellow giant fruits, or three, and I would go to the table. Sometimes I won't say nothing, and then and wait, and they would look at it, look at me, look back at it, and be like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's a giant yellow strawberry. It's pineapple, dude. Freaking A." Da, 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 da. Facts, the customer is always right mentality really created such a terrible result. Respect should be given to anyone you're doing business with, customers or not. Like, the idea of the customer is always right isn't that they're actually always right. People took that too literal. That idea means we got to do what's best to try to make the customer happy. And if we can't do that, then that sucks. That's what it meant. That's what it's supposed to mean. About to, you heard what about the 65 old person who had BAM store? It looks like somebody didn't watch my latest video. Where's the support, bro? Where's the support? Somebody did not watch my latest video, and it was your scripture assembly calling you out. All right. All right. My content sucks, apparently, according to your scripture. Oh, man. That's it. That's just it. If people don't know the whole saying, what? The 8-minute video? No. It's still up. What are you talking about? No, my video. My video, fool. The destroyed in Oregon. BAM owner destroys the McNeff's elder abuse claims. It's at 2,200 views. And by the way, first video I've ever made that hits over 1,000 views. So very proud of it. 2,200 views. Very proud of that. It's a great achievement. I am proud of it. And my editing skills are not professional, but it gets the point across. So your assembly, there's a video for you to watch, and you Trip, sold yourself out right there. That video was 5-star. Hey, Ace Tone, you finally commented. You weren't just lingering. Thank you. Congrats. But it's good to see you. What editor do you use, dude? You want to know? You want to know how crappy my freaking computer is? I have to film it on OBS all at once, and then I use YouTube Studio to cut out the silence or the things I don't think is pertinent to the video. That's how I edit. It's pretty dookie, right? I don't have actual editing software. You were caught lurking, bro. Oh, you just peeping through the window, but you're here now. Make sure you leave a like, brother. All you lurkers out there, say something in the chat. Spirit Gaze or GTSYA. My bad. Oh man, but 33 consecutive viewers this stream. I am happy. I streamed for 2 years. With every now and then I would get one viewer. But like I'd have like, dude, I'd be on a 10-hour stream playing a video game or something, because I was trying to get that. At the time there was the Kick employee incentive, that if you streamed you would get $16 an hour. Never got to anywhere. I think I have 44 followers on Kick, and so I'm like, oh, if I do really long streams, like, I can get something. And from there it was, yeah, like never got to that point. But yeah, like I try to be entertaining to literally no one, to the void, and it was awesome. More affordable hype train, yeah, Thug Light, dude, you good. Pretty basic. DaVinci Resolve is free and very powerful. You should consider something like that. I would consider it if there was memory on my computer, or space, or anything. Yeah. Oh yeah. I probably could have dual streamed today on StreamYards. For some reason, OBS has been lagging the hell out on my laptop for the past like month or two, because I like reacting to videos too. Yeah. You'll go follow right now. Ooh, someone's gonna follow. But I recommend Premiere Pro for Mac. Again, I don't have space. Well, we found you now. You found me. Yes, you did. Someday I will love, like when my kids are older, because I'm very careful with my kids and the internet and social media. So I don't want to put a bunch of stuff out there. But when my kids are older, I will love to show you guys how cute they are right now. They're so freaking cute. They're so funny. They're the best. Yeah, like there was content back in the day of a lot of YouTubers. Like it was like family tubers, and I always felt weird about that. That I'm watching a family film themselves, because I'm like, this doesn't seem authentic, and I get it that it probably was, but it just felt so out of place. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't want my kids being famous on YouTube. Like that, I don't know. I always felt weird about it. 56 minutes. Oh, you were able to jump 56 minutes in? Ooh. Does your wife ever watch any of your streams? She used to when I was at the store. My wife is hilarious. She is awesome. I've actually recommended her so many times to start a YouTube channel, because here's the thing. So she's from South Korea, like born and raised, right? She learned English when she was like 19, 20, coming to the U.S. so that she can go to college, right? And no Koreans around her when she went to college. When we were dating, I taught her Portuguese, and she's fluent in Portuguese. She speaks to my kids in Portuguese, speaks to my parents almost every day in Portuguese. She has a very good relationship with my family, and she speaks like a lot of Brazilians think she's Brazilian because of how good her Portuguese is, right? And she loves K dramas. I'm like, if you can start a channel, because I watch K dramas with her, right? And there's so many things that piss me off, but it's because it's a cultural thing, it's a legal thing in Korea that doesn't make sense in American legal way, and even in the Brazilian legal system. And I told my wife, I'm like, what you should start a review channel of K dramas, explaining it in Portuguese, English, and Korean, and giving the perspective to everyone of why this either makes sense, why this is a good show in Korea as well as outside of Korea, because then you can, like, there's so much context watching a K drama with somebody from Korea that you're missing out on if you don't have any native Koreans with you. And I think her channel would blow up, but she's not ready yet. I don't think she is, like, it's that she doesn't like to be seen on video. She's somebody who's very dedicated when she gets into something, like super dedicated. So she doesn't want to start off not knowing what to do. You know, she wants to start off, being the best, and she's great. But yeah, I told her, like, just embarrass yourself. That's the best way to learn. You watched at some point for a guy you watched? Sure you did, dude. Sure. Sure. Okay, I had a little problem. My bad if that was it is not that detailed, but I make a lot of recording mistakes and like to put in various effects / images, so it's really good for that. Oh, okay, sick. I'll check it out. The Da Vinci. Has anyone seen the Flat Earth series on Reckless Ben's channel? It's one of his oldest videos. Absolute cinema. Apparently, also Reckless Ben has like 6 movies that he's actually edited and made. And Dream Sigil's coming in. Hype, hype, hype with the 2. Oh, my wife's going to be happy. You want to know something crazy, guys? Hold up. Let me count. 5, 15, 20, 25. Like, from the super chats alone today, I made more money here than at my freaking job, which pisses me off. Like, oh my gosh. The structure is kind of whack of how they do it, but whatever. $5 hype hype. Rick P always coming in. Always coming in clutch. My man, my man. You guys didn't know Rick P was the first. So what? The first donator was on Streamlabs, but the first super chatter ever is Rick P. Rick P is the man. But yeah, yeah. So that's where I'm pissed off at my work. I'm like, dudes, because here's the thing. So I'm a meat server, right? And I've been part of the restaurant industry for a long time. I have worked at other restaurants that work the same way, but have a better structure. And this is all up to management and all that stuff. Whatever. They like their structure, and that's cool. But I've always been to the point of, like, whoever wants to work the most should get priority to work, especially in a job where you make tips. Okay? The way it works at a Brazilian steakhouse is like the gaúchos are serving the meat. We're the show. We're serving it, right? Bring it to your table. Oh, my bad. Bring your table, cutting it down. We are what you want to see. So it's easy for the actual waitresses to do their job. It's not like a regular restaurant where they're bringing hot plates and all this stuff. Like, it's all you can eat Brazilian steakhouse with high-end meats. Awesome. So a percentage of each tip given to the waiter and waitresses go to us, right? But how and but like the less people that are on staff, the less tips you have to share. So it's good to be efficient and work hard because then you make more money because you don't have to have as many people on on shift that day. Well, they only scheduled me for 2 hours, and I was like, that's kind of crap. Can I just stay home? Because I could go do something else and make money. And they were like, no, we actually need you because I am pretty much the freaking best. They're like, we need you. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll come in. And as soon as I got there, they like sent 4 people home. I'm like, why did I come in? It's like, oh, because they wanted to come home, so that means you have to come to work. I'm like, that's not how it should work. Because they don't want to work hard. I'm like, I asked you to give me full blown hours. Like, let me open to close. I will close every day. I will open every day and close every day because I actually want to work. You give priority to people who don't want. Yeah, like it's freaking sucks. And so then I worked for like a few hours, got $60, and that's also $60 that would have gone to other employees if I didn't go to work that day. Like, isn't that nuts to you? Can you put the Streamlabs link in the chat? I forgot to bookmark. Oh, okay, wait, hold up. I'll put that in the chat. I need to figure out how to pin it. It's also in the description of all my videos, I believe. But I got you. For Pink Queen. Yeah, it is nuts. I have to slow down on the super chats too. I am by no means wealthy. No, dude. Hey, Rick P. I will shout you out no matter what. I like you being here. Nobody has actually to. I never ask anybody to donate or send nothing because I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm happy I get to talk to you. Don't ever feel obligated to super chat me or whatever. Like the view is what I'm looking for because of like right now I'm starting to make money on pay like ads, but it's like I'm like a video I made like 2 weeks ago. I got like 10 cents for. So when it starts getting like 100,000 views, that's when you're making like a decent chunk. Oh, Dream Sages, we appreciate you. Hype. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And people at my job call in all the time, but then when overtime is available, those same people want the yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I freaking want to kill them, man. I want to hurt them. Just put them to sleep, 100%. Point at what you put in the chat, and 3 dots will show up, and click that. What? Oh, it says put user in timeout, delete comment, or ban user and delete comment. That's the only thing. Point at what you put in the chat. I don't know how to do that. But Rick, you donated so much, bro. Much love and respect. That's Thug Light. Timeout? Who's on a timeout? I learned a saying from my time working with Mennonite folks. What's Mennonite? Many hands make light work. Yes. Oh, well, go to timeout. I'm sure I've been in timeout. Oh, yeah. I didn't get timeout. I got beat the hell out. Point at the link you sent, and it would show up that. Then click it. What are you talking about, man? Okay, I'm going to show. Is that? And then what do I do from here? Do I star it? Because all it did was give me the option to star it, and then that's it. And now it's giving me options to delete it. That's all that is. Okay. Never had enough subscribers to monetize. I am monetized on Rumble, but still not enough views. Maybe someday when I don't have a job/life, I can do that stuff. No, man, just keep working at it, man. Just keep working at it. Again, like this wasn't luck. I had to get screwed out of $500,000. I had to get screwed out of an entire store. I had to be threatened with lawsuits. I had to go through so much to start getting monetized. All right, but and like I guess some people I've gotten I wouldn't say I'm hate. Maybe it's jealousy a little bit, but it's like, why are you jealous? I had to get completely screwed. There was some people that messaged me and being like, "Oh yeah, like I've been grinding on YouTube or whatever, and you're lucky, like for Reckless Band." I'm like, I am lucky for Reckless Band that I got monetized, But I need to make sure that I provide good content to keep going. But they were a little salty that they didn't get like I guess a break. I'm like, this ain't a break. This is a couple steps from a complete restart of my life. So yeah. Last relic, hover your cursor over someone's comment and you'll see the three dots appear on the right side. Click. No, I know I did. I did that. But the only options it says is put user in timeout, delete comment, and ban user and delete their comment. That's the only thing that's the only option. And maybe it's because I'm stupid, but those are the only three I'm seeing. Yo, and form many hands make light work, but also many a mickle makes a muckle. Word, the lurker has spoken. Welcome. Yeah, you gotta make time after work. Nobody makes YouTube full time in even a matter of years. It's a hustle. It is a hustle, but and that's the thing. Sometimes you can make something go viral and boom, you're there. Like, just keep going. How you get there is not as important as to what you do once you get there. Yeah, and it's not like right now. Like I think things are good for me. Like I'm happy. I'm trying to do stuff, but there's so much more I gotta learn and gotta do. And it's that thing. Like you never know what's gonna happen in the future because I haven't built up a solid fandom, I guess. Like I'm still figuring it out, Like I want to do more movie reviews, game reviews, probably things that not everybody that's even in the current chat would be interested in. But hopefully you're interested in the things I have to say, because that's the other part from what everybody tells me is like they want to gravitate to your personality more than what your content is. And as long as you're authentic and you care, I think you'll be all right. Like I don't care what the content is. Like, so, dude, there's like Gary from Neurotic. I don't know what it is, but I like hearing his voice about things. That's the main reason I'm subscribed. I was subscribed to him before his content was like really good edits. Like Quarterback Garrett came on the scene, his edits are phenomenal. But I liked him. Like the Critical Drinker made me laugh at his Mulan review, and that's why I watched his stuff. I watched other reviews and I was like, whatever. But I watched that one and it made me laugh so much that I was like, all right, I'm going to start watching his stuff. So like that's kind of how I pick things, not necessarily based on the quality of stuff they're doing. Stuff from Google, but YouTube is limited on the message. The message. Well, you could anybody could send me a message on Instagram. You are accessing your chat from the Last Relic account, or I'm accessing from the Last Relic account. It's StreamYards. So, sorry about it. Your grind was a little quicker than someone else. Doesn't mean you didn't grind. Yeah, that's true. I believe getting there is good, but getting there with integrity intact is far better. 100%. I'm in for whatever you got, Relic. I'm here for whatever, as long as it's not some creepy crap. Define creepy. I might be a little bit creepy. Define that. A niche subject idea to present to differentiate yourself from others in the same area. That can be the hard part. Well, here's my take. I said this before. I want to be a variety channel. I just want to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm not trying to find a certain niche. So that kind of shoots yourself in the foot, because that's how YouTube rewards you. It's the algorithm. It's like, oh, your channel is about cars, and that's all you got to talk about. And that's all you can talk about to grow your channel from the YouTube algorithm. But I'm not. I've never operated that way. Like am. I don't want to have a niche. So like I'll do shows from the same channel. On Wednesday nights, we'll do the daily drive show. It's about cars. It's about being driven and driving, as Rick P can tell you. But my freaking dirtbag co-host, if you watch this, didn't show up. So then I canceled the show. That this week. It'll be on next week, hopefully. Relic, take an interview with us on what we'd like to see. I like upsee reaction videos. Yeah, so that's the thing. Right now, I will be getting a PC soon. It'll be awesome. Shout out to my friends. Um, I'll get a PC and I'll be able to do those videos. I was doing that before. I really enjoyed myself. Just reacting to videos and giving my opinion. K&Q Visuals is finally here. I'll get to you, but take an interview with us on what we'd like to see. Anybody right now? It's the Q&A portion of the night. Feel free to ask whatever questions. Just a reminder to ask your questions in the chat, whether it's related to bricks, minifigs, life, whatever. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow or Monday morning, there will be my new YouTube video. It's like a few minutes long. It's a vlog of showing you the location, what it looks like right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, so who is Mexico going against? Elaine Martinez, always great to see you. Happy 4th. Relic in chat, thank you. Elaine, I want to know, because I'm not really following. Tomorrow, I don't even know if I'll... England? Ooh, it's going to be a tough game. From your conversations, you pretty much grind all your jobs. Oh, yeah, I grind a ton. Because that's all I got. I know how to work. It's the one thing I told my wife. I know how to work. I might not be the smartest man on the planet, but one thing you'll never worry about is my work ethic. Josh's feet, that's creepy. Ugh, yeah. Streamtards. Yeah, I know. LOL StreamYards. Okay, now on to K&Q Visuals. I have seen plenty of bad people hit that live button. You stay authentic and transparent while they act like a group of Joshes. Freaking Joshes, man. Are you scared, Elaine? Are you scared about tomorrow? I'm a little scared. We W Relic, same on work ethic here. Heck yeah. Josh is gross. Josh is gross. He's a pathetic individual. You should see how he treats his wife. If I wanted to tear him down, I could tell you so much, but I won't. I'll keep it in the pocket. In the pocket. He's a pathetic bastard. Just don't. You never. Okay. Here's the thing. Josh has some sort of discipline. He used to wrestle, so he knows how to handle himself against an opponent. And he's super aggressive, extremely aggressive. Like, I've met aggressive people, but this is like, he has, and it's not because of, I'm trying to connect with you guys or whatever. No, it's obviously, you could tell that he thinks so highly of himself, and he's just a liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about, but he thinks he's better than you. That's how he sees himself. Okay, maybe that portrait thing was making everything lag. You'll be able to tell that he does think he's better than you. Josh, for instance, I've pointed this out before. Like, it's one of the things that really started pissing me off. He told Carl that I was full of crap, that the things I was saying was bogus, it was BS. And I was like, what? Because I just told him about, I was explaining why I thought it was a bad idea moving the cash register to the other door and creating the opening on the other door, which you'll see in my video tomorrow or Monday. Because they changed the entrance. I'm like, we have a decompression zone. What a decompression zone is in the retail or mall space is it's designed to get your head out of the store and for you to have an experience. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you're excited to go to my Lego store, right? You're getting in your car, you're getting putting in the kids. You know, even if you don't have kids, things are gonna happen from your home to the store, to the retail space that you want to go to the restaurant. So you're gonna get cut off in traffic. You're gonna get phone calls. You don't want to talk to people. You're going to get irritated at some point along from the house to your location. A decompression zone allows you to leave all those frustrations outside. Okay? Because if you can't leave those frustrations outside, you'll come in pissed at your favorite store, and everybody's done this. You'll walk around if they don't have a good decompression zone, you'll walk around and you'll kind of be in a hurry for no reason to get out of the store. Like you're not enjoying yourself. You're not in it. So decompression zone, sometimes it's with music and a hallway. Sometimes it's the layout where it just transforms your experience to being like you're now in this other realm. That's what a decompression zone is designed to do. And he was like saying that I was full of crap. Christopher says Bam is definitely churring. Relic, no need to tear down anyone. Their sin will take care of that. You reap what you sow. That's true, but I've seen a lot of people never get what's coming to them. You know, they're able to weasel themselves out of it. Yeah, yeah. And Elaine saying, I'm a little scared. I'm really hoping the conditions of Mexico have negative effects on the Brits. Anything to give us an upper hand. It's true. It's true. Last relic. Sheldon put a vid earlier showing where he found a Bam Schaumburg, Illinois store making fun of Ben and Brian. The dumbasses got slammed in comments and since made their page private. Oh, never make it private. Own up to it. But I will watch it. I'm sorry. Don't know how to share the audio here. Oh, actually, what is this? Manage layouts, new layouts. Don't know what that is, but I'll figure out how to share because I know how to share audio on OBS and videos and stuff. But here it's like a whole other thing. Echo Base covered relics point on BAM's scheme to take over store once they've been built. Yeah, check out Echo Base Network's channel, by the way. Oh, did they reach 50,000 subscribers yet? I gotta check, cause they should be so much bigger than what they are. Everybody, if you haven't subscribed to Echo Base Network, go there right now. They are closing in. They are like around a little over 1,000 to close in on 50,000 subscribers. Okay, or no, actually, they're 200 away from closing on 50,000. So please show them love. You guys wouldn't be here if it weren't for them, and that's just the truth. They may get out of it, but will repay his time and his way. You may not see it, but rest assured it will happen. Yeah, that's true. Sounds like a Schomburg thing since they got the same ego and logic as Josh in that town. EBN is awesome channel if anyone has seen their videos. Get RAM chips, brother. Speed your PC up. I don't have a PC. I got a laptop. But I will get a PC. I will get it soon. You'll see it, and I'll be able to do way more stuff. I'll play video games on it. I will react to videos. I like reacting videos on live stream and then just cutting up from that stream. So then you can see the full reaction, and then you can see my edit. Yeah. I am getting one. I'm super excited. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be great. And we have just closed in on 3 hours on this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, I had so many stories I actually wanted to tell you guys. And not from bricks and minifigs related. Actually, I'll tell you America stories. Okay. I'll tell you, on honor of Independence Day, the 4th, I want to tell you guys my experience becoming a citizen and the love I have for this country. Here's one thing. I'll start with the negatives. I know. You don't want to hear that. But I love my culture very much, right? In Brazil, we're very open and outgoing. It's one thing I wish the U.S. was a little bit more of, like, individually, like as a person to person. Like, just open and like, but I also understand it because there's everything's such distant, and there's so much great privilege here from having a great economy and working hard. Like, you become like more isolated in mind and in how you deal with people, right? So like, there's more awkwardness. Like in Brazil, we're very open. Like we're okay embarrassing ourselves, all that stuff. But and like, it's something I used to say a lot. I don't say it as much anymore. Whereas like, oh, is the best place to make your money and to grow, but it's not the best place to live culturally. I've since kind of changed my tune a bit because it's the only place that was able to successfully have a melting pot with multiple cultures, ethnicities, all that stuff. And it, even though with all the things I got screwed over in, I thought about multiple times whether I lived in some other country and this bricks and minis situation happened, would I still be able to have a house? Would I still be able to collect, to talk, to create different ideas and go after more things and be ambitious? And I don't think any other country can provide that. The United States truly is a wonderful and great country. It truly is currently the best country in the world to be a part of, to raise your family, to grow financially, to grow spiritually. There's so much benefit to it. And the greatest thing about it is it's up to you. Great thing about the US, it's all up to you. Like, yes, you're going to some laws are not going to be fair depending on the state you're in. So you're going to run into people that are going to be, two faces, all that stuff, but that's true everywhere. But America is the best chance for you to grow. And it's one of the reasons why I don't plan on moving out of the U.S. unless I'm super rich and it's for a time. I'd always come back and live here. But I love the United States. And that is my take on how great America is. Relic Employee of the Month, 5-star. I'm the Employee of the Month? I'll never be Employee of the Month at that restaurant. They do not like me. And it's kind of like, yeah. I was looking at RAM for my PC. It's 600 for my 2 sticks I need. They don't like me because I'm really good at my job and I'm very outspoken. So I'm okay with that they don't like me, but I'm not trying to be liked. I'm trying to make money. Facebook page for BAM North America. Their most recent post is celebrating 250 years of freedom, and they deleted all comments over 90, except for one that was pro BAM. Oh, and $5 on the PC hype. Dream Sigils, you're awesome. Thank you for being here. It used to be that way here. Way much more division on people today. There was years ago, and that is a sad thing. But that's why I think now in the World Cup, I think it's important for people to be able to speak and other cultures come in. Because here's the thing. Like, my perspective. I know I'm at least fluent in 3 different languages, right? When you're fluent in a language, you also adopt the culture. Whether you want to or not, you have to. Like, Spanish is a little different because there's different types of Spanish. So you're going to adopt specific cultures depending on the accent you are learning from, okay, or the one that you like the most. So that's why I say, like, words don't matter too much. Like, the reason why there's division is because people have in the U.S. have gotten back to the issue of judging people by the color of their skin and not by the character of a person or their actions. Because you see a lot here in the U.S. where, like, people are complaining or, like, you can't say that because you're not the right skin color. You're not. And on all sides, I don't care what you are. Like, that's the division overall. And it sucks. Because once you realize that it ain't that big a deal, words are words. And if it comes from a good place in the heart, because it's all about how you say something. It's all about what you mean by what you say, not the actual word. So if you're sensitive and a word controls your emotions, that's a crappy life to live. That's why I don't get offended by words, because it don't matter. Like, one word you say in a different language is a word that you would deem offensive if it was said in a negative connotation in your language. And a word that you might think is super okay in your language be super offensive culturally in another language. But and it's pronounced the same. And that's kind of like the stupid stuff of the division. So we don't need to be divided. What we need to do is understand what's in the heart of people and be open that we have a personal prejudice that we need to overcome. We can't say that you're racist because of this, you're evil because of this. Like, no, I have a personal prejudice against your kind, and if you're honest with that, then you can get rid of that prejudice. But if you're saying that like, nope, culturally it's not acceptable, this is like, well, you're the one with the darkness in your heart, not the person saying it, or not the person that you claim shouldn't do or say a specific thing. Yeah. Tearing up about BAM 100 franchises could be setting up a union logo posted. Facts. I bet. There is an element in this country that is trying very hard to divide this country as much as it possibly can. Yeah, it's called the government, dude. Um, I could say that very confidently because many countries have warned the U.S. about this, especially Brazil. Like, hey, this is how they take over. Like when people can't talk anymore, when people start getting offended by words, that's when more corruption comes in. That's when communism becomes a very big part that you don't even see it coming. It happens. Like the history has already been laid out. Like go look not only at Rome, go look at ancient civilizations, go look at civilizations that don't exist no more, and with the little evidence that they have, there's a lot of connection on destruction, on like the transgender stuff is not a new thing, homosexuality is not a new thing, the deterioration of societies, all that stuff, like it, like these things are not new. Where like people are having parades and protests and whatnot. It's not new. Christopher Latcher, my man, $5. It's great. You got monetized finally. Things pay off for people who work hard, bro. Would rather support a life creator rather than that AI created crap. I agree. I like some of the AI stuff. I believe if you can utilize AI to make really good content, awesome. But if you're just like typing in something and letting the AI slop be the sole thing, like, yeah, that's stupid. Chuck, we're covered that when Christopher. That has always been the division: skin color and or heritage. It is just super amplified these days. Yeah, but it's not really a division because once you actually study, you understand it depends on like your body is super adaptable, and like it's only now that currently we have been able to move pretty far from where our origins are. So let's say if everybody came from the same place, everybody would be the same color. Why? Because it's the way the sun is hitting. It's the way the ground works. It's the way your body will produce certain genes or genetic code. Your nose will adapt to certain sizes based on what you need to do to survive. So your body is extremely adaptable. And so generations later, like you could be white and then live in a certain village, and you'll see, and if you can document it, generations later, they could start being black or are black. And then some black people, like generations later, they're in a certain village that snows a lot and has all that stuff. They're gonna look a certain way. They're gonna become white. Asians, why their eyes are the way they are, especially up in like they were all came from the snowy parts, and then the way you like you form your mannerisms and stuff, it starts forming your bone structure. You're thinning out your blood. There's all this stuff that we're all just the same, but we're all able to travel now and live in different areas. And literally because of geographical temperatures and all that, we have more diversity look than we ever would have if we just stayed in one spot. I don't know if that made sense to you guys. Yo, Animal, thank you. O'Reilly, thanks for chilling. I gotta get in bed. Night, y'all. Night. Night, Animal. I might go to bed soon here, too. But it's up to you guys. What questions you guys got? Keep asking away. Uh, the media portrays America in a negative light. When you talk to people in the community, all that crap on the internet is BS. And that's why I've been loving this World Cup. I think it's been bringing everybody together. It's been really great. Even if you don't like soccer, like people have been embracing the US a lot more. People are I did hate what Mexico did with the Pledge of Allegiance and all that. I did hate what like some Native Americans like you shouldn't. I don't care what your qualms are. History is screwed up. All right. Like the beautiful thing about this World Cup, it's showing, and I saw this meme that said like the World Cup has been proof that we're all cousins that love each other, and the leaders of our countries are just parents that hate each other and don't let us see our cousins, which is just us as individuals. So it's good to show that like yeah, we all just care about each other as human beings. We're not as divided as the media thinks we are, or as the media tries to push that we are. We're all good. We're all good. So one thing I love about Florida, everybody cares about each other, and they don't care about what you say. Like they don't judge you by what you say or what you did at one point. They judge you by who you are today, and if you're a good person. At least for most people I've met. I've met a lot of garbage here, obviously, but yeah. And I keep it short. Heard YouTube are removing AI content this month. I doubt it. They're cracking hard on copyright stuff, but I don't think so. One of the biggest issues I have with AI is that it's causing people to distrust what they watch. It is because, especially like people, because it's getting really good at like making fake people exist. It does make all complete sense, right? But you had to go through all that, but you still have a great attitude, and your story is help shining the light on those crude balls that pan. Yeah, it like you eventually, when you get screwed so hard, like I did, or even worse, you eventually gotta make a choice. Are you gonna keep crying about it, realizing you can't do anything about it? Sometimes, like me, like I've had sad days. I had days where I was super pissed because of the situation. Or are you gonna get up and do something about it? Are you gonna have a positive attitude? Like I tell my wife all the time, like, oh, let's say we missed a bill. Are we gonna have an argument at night where we can't eat? I'm not even going to work tonight. I'm gonna go to sleep. Or we can just be like, oh yeah, we missed a bill. Let's have some fun. Let's watch a movie. Let's go to bed, and then the next day we'll tackle it on in the beginning of the day as we can. There's no point of us getting into a fight, arguing about it, talking about how much this situation exists because it doesn't do anything. We can just find the solution when we're able to go after the solution, which is the morning. So, like, yeah, it's just like a decision you got to make. And it's that thing, like, you can't control who people are, but you control your attitude. So, that's why, like, I think when somebody provokes you, there's always that gray area of, like, all right, well, you didn't have to kill them. You didn't have to attack them. Like, they provoked you, you could have walked away. But then they did provoke you to an extent where you couldn't walk away. There's all that stuff. That's good. That's good stuff. Amen, sir. Have you seen the animated show My Adventures with Superman? Is that the new one? Because I refuse to watch that one. It looks, to me, it looks dumb. I don't like the James Gunn Superman symbol. I do like the Kingdom Come symbol, which is that's where he stole it from. But I watched Superman the animated series. I usually won't watch anything new. Dream Sigils. I'm worried about it because it really sounds like New World Order plan, and the sports have satanic rituals. Uh, there's possibilities, brother. There is possibilities. That's in Texas where I live. There's no division except on social media. Agreed. Have you ever tried coach geocaching as a friend and family activity? What is that? Geocaching? I don't know what that is. Life with a negative vibe. Yes, you can't. You can, but it's gonna suck. Use AI to generate images slash effects that support my content. I do the same. Like that's not me in a Superman suit in the thumbnail. Not so much to create new content. AI can be good tool if used correctly. Exactly. Exactly. Nerdrotic is good and I love the angry video game nerd. He's hilariously funny. I love his older videos before he got sponsored. I think they were better. He's still great though. Solid. Nerdrotic's one of my favorite YouTubers. Still from old people. It's actually the only YouTuber I've ever given a super chat to was Nerdrotic. The Friday Night Tights. Because the store was doing awesome. It was when the store was doing super good. Um, yeah, thinking about I never seen you take a bathroom break. You hiding a bottle under the table? No, I'm just pissing straight on the floor. I just do straight. I think it's more organic. And I wear sandals, so like it's good to lubricate the skin right there. So yeah, yeah. From a couple years ago, I call all the James Gunn DCU stuff gunk. It's just garbage. It's just straight trash. Yeah. I'm gonna do a review of the Supergirl movie. Did Josh ever come off as being a drug addict? He always looks like he's on something, or is he just that weird? He, to me, he came off as like he was on cocaine. I've seen a few people on cocaine. He came off very much like that. Um, yeah, very wired, just kind of like a squirrel. He's nuts. He's at least on Adderall, for sure. At the very least, there's no way he's not on Adderall. Josh is a pathetic human being. He just sucks. Like he's obsessed with heroin. Okay. In the first week I met Brandon, before I even got my termination letter, I was asking him questions like, "Oh, how many stores have you rescued?" Because that's what they labeled it as, right? At this point when I met Brandon, I thought things were gonna go good. I was like, "How many?" He's like, "Oh man," and he's like, "We just took this one over not too long ago." The owner, and I found out it was Crystal in Oregon. The owner, she was using the store to fund her heroin operation, and she had a bird that was crapping everywhere, and blah 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 blah. And then like they accused Reckless Ben of heroin, and so in my phone call with Reckless Ben, I told him like they're probably gonna do that to you. They're probably gonna accuse you of heroin if they did that to Crystal. And this was when part two was on his Patreon, and then he sent me part two. He's like, "You don't have to subscribe to my Patreon. Here you go. I'll give you part two since like this is happening to you and whatnot." Like he's a super nice guy. Reckless Ben is a super nice guy, and he sent it to me. He's like, because I didn't know Patreon, you have to pay money, other than when Reckless Ben was talking about Patreon. And he was like, "Yeah, they did that to me. They said I had heroin in my car." I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Like that's their MO, dude. Like they're gonna just tell people that you're on heroin or you had heroin or something. I don't know what is their obsession with heroin." But yeah. Too funny. LOL. Marking your territory. Don't need to mark it. My presence marks it, dude. You can't. By the way, Dream Sigils, this is the proper Superman right here. This is not only my favorite statue. Hold on. Let me. Okay, but this is what I imagine the Superman suit would look like. And he's got the actual S in the back with the proper symbol. Look at that chest. Look at that. That's the best symbol. Ooh. And he tells the dog, piss on the foot. I don't even have a dog. I am the dog, Trib. He is super slippery. Throw up Josh. Right. Do you think when Tyler got pulled over for heroin, do you think Josh told him that of 100%, or they made it up themselves? I've watched all 20 hours of unredacted footage. It's not on there. Just speculation. Oh yeah, Josh definitely did it. It was either Josh or Brandon that was like, they got heroin on him. They're obsessed with heroin, dude. They're like, and it's just heroin. It's not meth. It's not like freaking fan. It's nothing. It just heroin. So yeah, it was definitely Josh. I think that's why he wouldn't let the cops in his house. Probably had heroin in there. Like Sheldon talked about it, where he's an ex heroin addict, and he said that Josh acts very similar to how heroin addicts would be while they're using. He said that, his words, not mine. So, and I don't know if that's true or not. Geocaching is a treasure hunt activity using GPS, and lots of people put Lego in the boxes people track down. We just play Legos all day, man. They're probably on drugs. Yes, they are. Yeah, the heroin thing was weird too, and he gave me stimulant vibes as well. Yeah. Dude, just do crack cocaine. The only people I would support doing crack cocaine would be Hollywood. Because remember, the movies were great when people were on crack and cocaine. You know, you got The Rock, we got freaking Terminator, we got Aliens, you know, like people, we got great music when people were on cocaine. It's the only people I support on cocaine. I'm just saying. Maybe there's some magic to it if you're talented. That's because they know the cops will drop anything once they hear or smell drugs. That's true. Sick. You hate guns? Oh, okay. Gun. S2. Okay, I was like, what? Looks like a garbage symbol. I hope you're talking about James Gunn, not about my Superman. I am a dudette, Tony, bruh. Are you a chick? Tony Del Monica. Sub Monica. Yeah, I think so too. New minifig crying Josh. There's a lot of those. You really get me, Galen. No problem. That's what I'm here for. I am the dancing monkey for you guys. Short come across my feed a couple days ago with 100 million views. It was AI and not great AI yet. When I checked out the comments, people thought it was real. Dude, you should see my mom. Sometimes she's like, did you see this? I'm like, yeah, that's AI. Like, no, the turtle can't break dance, Mom. That's AI. The cops followed Tyler from Josh's house all the way to when they made the stop. Yep, it's true. No one would buy that minifig. I'd piss on it. CEO and Josh were definitely co-conspiring with police to get Ben arrested for anything seen on footage. I think so. I think that's true. Like, part 3, I think we'll get more of the CEO on part 3. Okay. Your soups is chill. Gun symbol is trash. Yeah, because gun's freaking gay. The people who do drugs, like, James Gunn is a bona fide cuck. Like, for some reason, he really wants to see his wife get penetrated by John Cena and a bunch of other dudes. So, yeah. That's the kind of guy that's writing Superman. A story that's supposed to be about innocence, and there's superheroes cursing. There's superheroes flipping people off, and tanks and military. They're not acting like heroes. And then we're going to get Green Lantern, which is like one of the most superhero-y creative things ever. And for some reason, we didn't get a Red Band trailer because they cuss like 3 times they say the F-bomb in that trailer alone, the first Green Lantern trailer, and it still was like open for anybody to watch. It wasn't Red Band. That's insane. And so it's an HBO show, which we're going to get probably dick and tits because that's what HBO is. Yeah, he doesn't know innocence. He doesn't know purity. He doesn't know what heroes are. He's a moron. The people who do drugs, the Coke era was so much better than the drugs they have now. Crack heads used to die old. Fentanyl is just zombies with a few more months. Word. Sounds like somebody's got a past. I get that. No looking to drive content with AI, but yep. You can swap RAM into a laptop too. Well, stay tuned in the next few days. Oh, I think tomorrow. So tomorrow, shout out to the Average Boys podcast. I most likely will be on it. It will be on my channel as well. So stay tuned to the Average Boys. And I will I'll let you guys know the if I'm on or not. I'll put out a post if I'm not on. But I think Chris P will be. His name is Chris P. He'll be available, and it's his show. It's a great show. I wish Afroman make a Lego video of all different cops that make my year. That'd be awesome. But the Josh minifix has to be standing in a deep pile of poo. Yes. Tony spelled with an I is the feminine. Spelled with a Y is masculine. It's still pronounced Tony. I'll call you Monica. Or okay. Is your first name Tony? Is that? Tell me what you want me to call you. Cause are you like? I got a picture of a moon. Are you a chick or a dude? Because just because you said one's feminine, one's masculine, gave me no information. Yes, sir. Okay. You just said yes, sir. Yes. Yes. 4 PC tore apart and a laptop all laying on the floor now. So I just wanted to put it out there. You put it out there. Okay, do you want me to call you Tony? The average boys have a possible timeline. Is BBQ on at noon tomorrow? Getting all my dates mixed up. I don't know if BBQ's on tomorrow. So 9 p.m. on Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern is when the podcast is up. It starts. Sometimes 9:15, but usually 9 p.m. If you're going to do a video editing, you need a PC with good GPU. NVIDIA preferred. If you use a laptop, it needs to be a high-powered machine. Yeah, I know. Think drugs and rubber chickens or ducks be just as good and funny too. What? Tony Marie is my name and female. Oh, thought you were a dude the whole time. My bad, Tony. My bad. She told us 2 days ago. No one pays attention. Told what 2 days ago? Oh, you're talking about Tony? My bad. Didn't mean to misgender that kind of bullcrap. Good Lord. I was telling somebody the other day that if I was talking to a producer of a one show, I'm not going to say which show. I'm like, look, I get that you guys play the pronoun game. I don't do that bullcrap. I don't care what you identify as. You're not what that thing is. Just because I feel like a millionaire doesn't mean my bank account's suddenly going to be a million. So I told them, like, I'll call them by their name. I say bro and dude a lot. And because they are a dude, if we ever do a stream together, that's what's going to happen. But I'm not going to compromise on my integrity because I learned English. I know it properly. Unless you're possessed, your pronouns are not them and theirs. That's nuts. You are at a crack job. We need here's what will make the U.S. perfect. If the men in white coats come back. Remember those vans? The men in white coats come in and just take you away to an asylum. Those come back. You know, we won't have any of these pronoun bullcrap anymore. You're welcome. It's your solution. $2 if any work. I can travel and outwork anyone. Heck yeah. Brother, like when I was looking for work, I would do an interview, then I would knock on businesses' doors like, can I clean your carpet for like $20? Can I, wash your cars, whatever. If it was a dealership, I'll do something. BBQ equals Bam is broke. Reckless Ben weekly update 1 waiting scheduled for 7/5/26 12 p.m. Which live do I watch? Well, you don't have to. That's 12 p.m., dude. Don't worry. And we'll get part 3 soon. I'm just here for all his live streams. I've been watching tonight from just before Relic even started the stream. Not that this means anything, mind you. I do all that. It's really not that deep. I'm just going to be around for a while, so I just want to put it out there. Be around here forever. I accept it. I accept it. Thanks, Tony. I'll say it softer. It's Tony. It's just like when I hear the word Tony, or the name Tony. I think Tony Montana from Scarface. I think Tony from Tony Sopranos from The Sopranos. But yeah. But all right, people. I like the stream was very abrupt. I just plan on like I'm gonna do a stream because I said I was gonna do a stream, and I just want to hang out, chill out, uh, not do anything crazy, not have it relate to bricks and minifigs because I want to mingle in the things I like to talk about. And in the future, it'll be more structured. It'll be all right. But we're gonna end it here, everybody. As we are roadies. But yeah, if you guys, I'll leave another 5 minutes. We'll hit 340 or more. Again, ask your questions. Ask away. Now it's only questions. If you guys want to stay, ask some questions. Cool. If not, I'll end it. You let me know. Either press 1 for no questions, end it now, or press 2, you're typing in your question. Just put it in the chat, 1 or 2. Night dream sigils. Not trip. Ooh, Havoc here for the chicks. So Tony, how you doing? Oh, hey Tony, you got a fan. You got Havoc over here. Have I considered bankruptcy? Duh, dude. When everything was happening, I was like, I got no money. But luckily I didn't have to do it. You do, oh, if you donate on Stream, that's another thing. I gotta connect Streamlabs to all this stuff. If you donate on Streamlabs, wait for it. What's the message here? I hope it isn't like, hey, go take a hike, you bastard. Union apprenticeship in what field? Question. Oh, no. You're welcome for the fun. What the freak? For Pink Queen, you are the best. For Pink Queen, $50 because you are you, which is great. Been talking to my wife. That's what she says too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. To let me see. Any more questions up to that 128 overtime? Started out low. All right. So okay, your scripture assembly. You're writing your question. I can get you a job. Hey, Thug Light. Right here. R.W. Stubbs. Get in contact. He can get you a job. Oh, you should meet my wife. She's the best. She's awesome. She's just so great. She's great. We celebrated 4th of July as soon as we got home together. Good times. It was awesome. She's the best. I wish I could show some of the messages. Some I definitely cannot show. Not that she sends me any like photos or anything, but some of the stuff we say, it's funny, but YouTube won't find it funny. Yeah. Have you checked out my channel yet? I did in the beginning. I have to go check it out again. Especially when you were sending me messages on X. I did check it out, but like again, there was so many things going on, and it's still to this day like everybody's sending me something. You should see my Instagram. Like, I feel bad for those who sent it early on because whoever sent it the most recent is the one I see first. So like, I have hundreds of messages I haven't opened up yet, and some that are mad at me. What's the pay? Okay, that's between you two. If you had to go back, would you have done anything different that could help other future franchise go through a similar situation? Yeah, I'd document everything. I'd start paying for the lawyer's retainer much like earlier on, just in case. But I'd document everything, like on my own. That would be the one thing I would definitely do. All right. Don't share numbers or emails here in the chat, but if you guys want to plug in your Instagram or some or X that so that you guys can message each other, go ahead. Rezutsu Ronan, you were lurking the whole time, dude? Hey, Relic, you already know how to manage a business. Why don't you start a new one but online? Well, okay. Online business is another animal in and of itself. You need to respect that, right? So because I can manage a physical location and do physical business, doesn't mean I can do the same type of business online. Because remember, now online is open to the world, so you're competing with anybody that's on the internet, not just your small time. You're also competing with um, Amazon, $1 trillion companies, $1 billion companies. That's who you're competing with. Okay, you get them as a competitor as soon as you step online. It'd be different if you're selling your own product. That's a whole different game. So there's certain tiers and levels to starting online businesses. Some are going to be local. Some are going to be international. Some are going to be straight competitors to $1 trillion companies or even other sellers. It's a whole other thing. I was looking for artists that can help make a profit. Relic can add online job interviews to his live stream repertoire. I could. I can coach people on how to do a good interview. Number one thing, don't ask for a weed break. It's a crazy thing that happens in Florida. We have to work Texas. Okay, honey. Guys, Thug Light and RW Stubbs, just put your Instagram or X account in the chat and then message each other. I just want to make sure you guys don't put your guys' personal info in here because don't dox yourself. But I hope you guys can work something out. That'd be awesome. Just been chilling, bouncing in and out of the stream, bro. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I was just like, I'm messing around. I also have Hebrew Connect. It's Malakayada. What? What about a heroin? But those are okay. As long as you overdose every time, you're good. Into a mutual Discord room. There you go. Elias has a public Discord room, I think. Also message on YouTube when on self. Oh yeah, like YouTube has this new thing that you can message each other. I have the stream on my TV and phone. Ooh, Masad. Oh, okay. All right, guys. If there's no more questions, thank you again so much. We've also hit a record amount of donations slash super chats on this stream today. There have been 20 super chats. I thank every single one of you guys for donating some of your hard-earned money, because I know, like, $5, $20, it's a lot of money, and I respect and I thank you again for thinking it's well worth your money to be donated to me. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. Again, thanks for staying late with me. Everybody, please get some sleep. I don't know if I will, but go get some sleep. Have a good night. And we are done.